I don't know who I'm rooting for in this one because I love both teams.
I'm also turned. I'm always happy when Mark Andreyko wins, but I hate it when Snyder wins.
I love Snyder.
Yeah, me too.
I love to hate Snyder.
I can't wait.
For the Mighty Ducks?
Oh, hell yeah.
Riley!
The Quack Attack is back, Jack.
What's up?
There
You're
he
going to
is.
break up?
Ben!
Hey,
What's up, dude? How are you? What's going on?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. How's life treating you?
You know, it's just what you'd expect. I mean, it's a tough year for all of us, but I'm got a lot of things. I'm thinking about next year. You know, I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited about 2021. Is how I feel about it.
I am. I am. And that's what I want to talk to you about, man. I mean, I know we had
But maybe the
we had a bad
breakup
run
of them.
last season. We had some bad luck. We had some luck that didn't go our way. But listen, I want to talk to Gucci
Who's wrong?
because I know you two aren't really.
Wait. Maybe Riley
and
joins
that's to be
Ben and they
expected,
leave
so,
Gucci
but-
together.
If
No.
we can figure out
I know anything about
some
that.
ways to work together or not, you and I can go on another run. And if we can't figure it out with Gucci, then we have two of the biggest free agents on the market right now. You and I go out hot. We take 2021 next year. Come on, man. What do you think?
Yep.
Yeah. What do I think?
Ben needs to be a heel. He can't. He's
loves
never been a
Riley. We had a
face,
good run.
and his tweeners kind of.
We did. We had a good run. We did a lot of good stuff together, man. We got close. I mean, you even invited me to your
Riley
wedding, man.
turns
I mean,
heel, I'll
I
be
feel like
surprised if it's
a lot
Simpson.
happened in that time.
I'd
and
love it, though.
We beat some great
Yeah,
teams.
yeah,
me too.
Corruption, Odd Couple. In our day and at our peak,
Our Discord meetings are going to be getting
we
a little
were-
weird, though.
we were great
I mean, he could be
when
Angry
you
Riley.
still had it. You see,
I'll tell
that
him
was
that.
when you didn't let me down.
Hey,
in
50.
moments
Tell him
that
Is
I
that your
needed
web
you
browser right by
to
Ben's head?
deliver the most.
Okay. Listen, hey, man. I went pretty damn far in the singles tournament. In fact, I was the only one to put any points on the freaking board.
what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope, never
Okay.
mind.
Look, Riley, that's fine, and
Yeah,
you
who's,
did just fine for yourself in
Cursor?
that regard. But I'll tell you what,
Yeah. It's
I'm
been
due.
there since the
Okay, not
interview.
you, not us. I'm due. I'm due for my moment this next year. And I hate to say it to you. And you know, I don't hate to say it. I'm happy to say it. You've got shaky hands. You've got shaky hands, Riley, and I can't be expected to play the Powerball with a partner
I
who
will
has shaky
say
hands.
in their match, though,
Look, man, I taught you everything.
Riley in
I
round
could,
2 was
everything,
way
but
better
you're
than
tapped
Ben.
out.
The
Like an
round
old
that
mule, you got
the
nothing
match
left
that
to
they
give,
had
Riley.
an awful
And
match.
maybe, just maybe, it's time for you to get
I was
on that
more
old
disappointed
fossil
with
truck
Ben in that match than
Knapsack and
Riley.
Makuga
Yeah, me
and
too.
quit. Well, you still have a legacy.
Sure you want to do this?
Are they going to be rivals now?
This.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I'm more sure about this than I am trusting you with the 2-point question ever again. How's that?
Ooh.
So that's it.
I hope Riley
Yeah.
kicks his ass in the next match they have together.
Me too.
Then I'll see you next season, partner.
Not if you're smart, you won't. Riley, don't forget to hit the exit button before you log out. That's how you get out of here, okay,
Ooh.
Grandpa?
Oh, he looks sad. Oh.
Or maybe not.
Or maybe not.
Hands.
The boss is back.
Schmoedown.
Honey and Mac, no. I don't think the kid was there
Yeah.
in Anarchy.
I loved Anarchy. That was great.
It was a good
That was
concept.
fun.
And honestly,
welcome
too,
back, ladies and gentlemen.
I
What
kinda
a
wish that we saw the,
Spectacular it is.
Rachel
And Mark,
Cushing,
before
Andrew
we even
Guy
get into
team.
what we
that
are
was
about
supposed
to
to
see. How
happen.
about what we just
I
saw? How
don't.
about Ben Bateman?
Because I think that would have
basically
been like
slapping the hand of Mark
pure
Riley,
chaos.
who says to him, "Hey, buddy, let's put this thing back
My
together."
biggest
And he
regret from
tells him he's
Anarchy
got
is that I
shaky
didn't,
hands and I mean,
record
what's going
myself
on with Ben Bateman
when
and
it
how he
happened.
can just turn on a guy as beloved as Mark Riley? I just don't understand where the boss's head is at.
Yeah, look, Christian, it really does not
think
matter
next
what
year,
Mark
Riley's gonna
fingernail
come back
grooming
stronger.
habits are. We know they've
I
been
think
improved in the
being
last couple
in
years, but
the
not
digital
good enough
format
for
has
Bateman,
messed with
apparently.
people
And so
like
I don't
him
know what
and
to
like
make of
Roca
this. I think that there's
and
going to be a lot
Andrew
more
Guy
fallout
and
that we
other
just saw
people
the
that
tip of
are
the iceberg,
much
but
more
there's
better
some
in
bad
studio.
blood brewing beneath
And so
the
I
surface
think
there.
that
it doesn't
Riley's
look
going
like
to
Who's the
come
Boss
back
is
and then
gonna be
he's
around
going to
anymore,
kick
which is
Ben's
interesting.
ass.
They were a team that was formed in anarchy, leaving
I will
only
make
a few,
personally sure that he does.
and one of those few going up
I don't know, I'm at
here
the point where I
today
wouldn't mind- I would
against
like
the
to see
current
Riley as
champions.
coach.
But again, just to recap, everybody,
Or
what
that-
I think
a
that'd be cool.
spectacular it has been.
Definitely
We
be
saw
better than
the
Sam.
Star Wars champion. He
Yeah,
has
he's
the
right.
finish. Brittany Young pulls off a big victory
You like
against
Sammy?
Chris
I
Jericho, the
think
champion, and
Sam as a
obviously
coach hasn't
we
been
are
good.
now at the
He's been unlucky.
team's
You know he was last
championship.
minute, right?
Mark,
Yeah,
I
he was last
cannot
minute.
tell you
Yeah.
how
How
excited
I'll
I
put
am.
in- I'll
for
put in the
there's so
private
much
chat on this,
story.
but I don't
There's
wanna say
so
it on
much
air.
here. There's so much history that
Okay.
can be made.
This is huge, Christian, because look, you have the quirky Mercs, right? And if you look at the magic that they've been
As
able
someone
to
who's
sprinkle,
personally
particularly
played Mark
in that
Riley,
team's tournament run, which is
I don't think
William
he wants to be
Bibiani
a
and
coach.
the kid,
I'll just say
Fred
that.
Meyer complimenting each other as well
I
as
think
we've ever
that's
seen.
good
And then
McDonald's.
you also
I
have
knew
the
that.
Odd Couple
Oh,
that's
okay.
going to be
Well,
taking
no, I
them
think I
on.
might
The
have
Odd
told
Couple.
you
They've
before, but
been
it
on the
might be
big
also, I
stage
don't know.
before. They know how to get a win in the clutch.
It's just
They
not
pull
something
those
that I was
5-point
told off
answers when they
screen,
need
and I
them,
don't-
but
that's not
the
something I
the
want
toughest
to
thing to do,
Okay,
Christian,
gotcha.
as you know,
Gotcha.
is once you've been to the
Just like
top,
me earlier.
getting back
Yeah.
there. It's not getting there the first time. It's if you not get down off your horse. But Jeff Snyder's had a great individual run. We've seen Mark Andreyko really come to play and be a nice counterpart foil to Jeff.
I
And
really
pull
wish
it
that
off
it was,
in the biggest moment of their season.
I would have
7.
loved to see
There's so
Jeff
much
versus
here.
Liz.
There's so much here.
in
Let's
the
let's
final,
start with Shazam.
in the
Shazam
singles
is a
finals.
sneaky 8-1.
Sad that it
Sneaky,
was
meaning
Collins.
that 8-1 is not an easy record
We
to
need
have.
to
You don't
have
even realize
Collins
it. They're
or
8-1. They only have
Dan.
one loss, and that's the
Tomorrow.
Founding Fathers last
I
spectacular. They've been.
I gotta go
dominant.
Dan.
They are a really great
I'm going
team. They've
Collins.
worked together very well. They know each
I
other.
mean,
they
they're
plan
in
together. Everything that
precedence
they've done
with,
has worked, and they are now the
because
champions.
Oyama
They've had a very dominant
beat Dan.
run to
There
get
is
here, and
precedent.
how they've had a great
I think Dan was in a
2020.
different headspace
They've had
when
a
he
great
played Oyama
season
that
7,
year.
and they're
True.
looking to be one of the
And I
few
mean, like,
teams that has
when
defended
Dan
the team's
recorded all the
championship.
matches,
And what a
like,
way to
he's in
do
the
it at
process of
Spectacular,
moving and
considering
stuff
that
like
they
that.
took
Now
a
that he's
shot to get the
moved,
title last
now
year.
that he's all
and
settled in,
couldn't
I
do
think
it.
he'd probably be
You
more
flip
focused.
it to the Odd Couple. Now,
And
the Odd
also
Couple is
hasn't-
looking to be
doesn't
one
have
of
to
the few
deal with
teams
the-
to repeat. Jeff Snyder is
Just
looking
living
to
in
be the
an
first
expensive
ever
town
time moving
can
to
weigh on you.
Schmoedown team
The fact that
champion.
he's in
Jeff Snyder,
Arkansas
I could say,
and he's
arguably,
paying
out of
less on
all
a
these
mortgage
players, is
than he
having the
did
best
for
year. He's made it
rent
to
in
the
LA for
singles
an apartment
tournament,
in an actual
finals,
house.
won 4 matches in order to
He's
do it.
probably
They win the team's
all good.
tournament. But the
I
problem
left
is,
Vancouver
it
6
seems
years
as if
ago, and I was
Shazam
paying
in both
$300
singles
more in
and
rent than I
teams
do
have
in
the Odd Couples
my
number. They
mortgage
beat
in
them
Strata
before
right now.
in a match last year. They
Like,
had
my
also,
mortgage month is
I believe they
$479.
beat him in a match last year. They also the Bibiani has beaten
Yeah, what
Jeff
was
Snyder
it, when I
famously.
lived in
And
Kentucky,
Draco
it was
has
a
lost to the kid
3-bedroom,
via
2-bath
TKO in the
house
singles, and we know the
for
history between Andreyko
$995
and
a month.
Bibiani. A lot of history,
And,
a lot of stuff, and you know Jeff Snyder
it was
has just
split
been
3 ways
picking
'cause
off
it was 3
people on his
bedrooms.
revenge
Yeah.
tour. Can he do
And
it here
so
with the Beast?
you
I mean, that's what
cannot
he's looking
get
to do,
that
Christian.
here
And
in
normally with a
Miami.
team that has itself
Definitely
so
not.
firmly
Yeah.
lodged,
The starting
it would appear in
is,
the other team's head, like what
$1,200,
Shazam has been able to
$1,300
do with the Odd Couple.
for a
You would
one-bedroom
say that's cause for panic.
apartment.
However,
Yeah,
the Odd
that's
Couple,
not
the
cool.
experience, the determination, that revenge factor you're talking about could be the difference in this matchup, and it could mean who's wearing a belt.
Now, I told you a lot of the story, but it's not the same until you see it from Nerd Chronic. Here you go.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Etched in the stone, forever on thrones. History's made in the moments.
I think Odd Couple's gonna win, though. That's my prediction.
I hope not. Nothing against Andreyko. Everything against Steiner.
Yeah, I love Andreyko to death. I love it when he's a guest on other people's podcasts.
It
It's
comes
so
as
much
no
fun.
surprise to anybody that I love the Odd Couple.
I think
Of course, I'm
Shazam are
taking the Odd
just
Couple.
way too fired
Jeff
up right
Snyder,
now to
Mark
lose.
Andreyko, get your butts up here.
I've been with the
They
Odd
don't want
Couple
another
for 2
situation
years,
like what
and we've
happened
been through
last
some highs and some
Spectacular.
Oh, yeah.
lows, and tonight is the
You
night
know,
that
I mean,
we
you're
take
not
back what is rightfully ours.
I have a like best friend who looks exactly like Miyagi.
So what is
Yeah.
what is Snyder gonna wear today? Because he's always wearing something weird.
I hope he's wearing his shirt.
I don't think he's wearing anything.
Wait,
Here we
remember
are
his
at
Celtics
Schmoedown
jacket, no shirt
Spetacular,
underneath?
An event that none of the fans even thought the Odd Couple would get to.
Wild prediction
You look at
here.
the run that
If
the Odd Couple
has
has been
loses,
on is pretty
Snyder
insane.
turns on Roxy.
And it kind of mirrors what
do you think?
Shazam has been.
I mean,
doing
Snyder
their entire
has
run.
talked about
Here
wanting
we
to
are
play with other
after a
people. Like he told
unpredictable
Roka that he
season
would
in
love to be a
Schmoedown
team of
in
Roka.
every single
That would be a
league.
good team.
Oh shit!
They fought
Snyder
their way
and
back.
Roka
They did it against
together?
Final Exam, and they just did
I
it
don't
against
think Roka would
Great
want to
ball.
be a team with Snyder,
As
but I would
heels.
love
Me
it.
neither.
Snyder and Roka
They're
is
great friends, but they're not. Their personalities just don't clash.
I don't know, man. Snyder and Roka's heels, I think, would be great.
I think as heels that would be phenomenal.
Yeah. Two of the best heels in the.
I'm hoping Brandon doesn't breathe heavily into the mic today.
Yeah, me too.
I also love Koi so much.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
This man right
We're
here
playing the
is
Odd
the
Couple.
one I want to interview the most.
9 points in round
Yeah,
one.
I
They're going
love
to set
it.
up a really
Yeah, I
tough
love
fight.
it.
If I
for
ever
us, and
joined-
our boys fought back as hard as they
Both
absolutely could and put up a
Viviani
fight,
and
and I
Snyder
think
are
Shazam
both
wouldn't say anything
eccentric,
different
but they're
than
eccentric
this was
in
the fight
such
of a lifetime for
opposite
them.
Yeah,
ways,
100%.
and I
You know,
love
next
both
time
of
if we
them.
face them again,
Two opposite
they're
sides
going
of
to be
the same
screwed.
coin.
And just like a year ago, Shazam is back at the Spectacular to spread Christmas cheer. This time, we've already
If I ever go
Shazam
into the
is
Schmoedown, I want
defending
Koi
the
to be my
team's title
manager.
belt, and we're defending it for the first time.
How about you
against
guys?
the Odd
I
Couple.
love
Now,
that
you got Mark
Snyder.
Draco, who's an angel person. You got Jeff Snyder, who
Great, no one
certainly hates comic book
No, I
movies, so he's
heard you.
going to hate
I
to lose to
believe
us today. You got this incredible
Sorry, I'm trying to
duo
sync because I've got the
with going
YouTube thing on
against
another screen. I'm
the
trying to
team
sync it up so the
title
audio
champion.
matches the picture.
Yeah.
Because
No
it's
one in
really
Schmoedown
messing with
really
me.
scares me. Not Kalinowski.
I don't have that problem for
Ben
some
Bateman,
reason.
Yeah,
Dan
mine is
Burrell,
just slightly
greatest
off,
of all
but
time.
Yeah.
They don't scare me. But you know who does scare me? William Bibiani.
Okay, now I am noticing
my-
a bit of a delay.
Okay,
This is
I think I got it synced.
our division. The Odd Couple.
see,
is
like
the
that
world
outfit
champion.
right there, that he
This is it for all the marbles.
Snyder's
If I
just
win this, that'll be
coming in a skirt and
champion.
bubbles.
What I love is that he
I
reached
wouldn't-
out to us to interview him.
Really?
Yeah, well,
Nice.
Daniel commented at Smodes of the North on something about how many times Snyder's been on, 0 times, and Snyder messaged us and was like, let's do this. And we're like,
Sounds like something Snyder would do.
oh yeah.
By the way, Matt, my question from earlier.
Yeah.
If I ever join the Schmoedown professionally, I want to be managed by Koi. What about you?
Koi would be a great one.
I think Koi fits me perfectly.
I think for me, it's gotta be Winston.
I was gonna say, you don't have to answer, Saul. You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
You already know the answer, Winston.
What is the thing?
Because it's gonna be the just rolling in through with Shrek. I gotta.
Sorry.
I would say I gotta be with my people, with the minorities of the Schmoedown. Coming in with that swag.
Winston would definitely be fun, but if we're going on based on my personality, Kaiser.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Can you understand for me?
Sorry, who Ben?
Goosebumps
Kaiser
galore.
is,
Goosebumps galore because not only are the Odd Couple
Kaiser
trying
has
to get
even
their
said
titles
too
back,
that it's mostly
Roxy
about
Strier's
just
trying
picking
to get
people he
herself
wants to
another
hang
title.
out
She
with
drafted
more
Alex
than
Damon,
anything.
and under her
And
tutelage,
I think
he
being in the
defended
dungeon would
the
be a lot of
championship.
fun.
But she
Oh, for
wants
sure.
to feel that feeling again.
I'm saying
of
either
winning
Koi,
the championship. She took
Kaiser,
the Odd Couple to that
and maybe
title.
an
And how
outside
about Cory
shot
Jandrew?
Winston.
Cory
I just
Jandrew
don't
took
think I can hang with
Shazam
Chandru
to the
too much.
championship. Without him, they couldn't do it. With him, they
I
did
love
it.
Chandru.
So this is
I
going to be
despise
interesting.
that
Will Cory
guy.
Jandrew and the Mercs
I want him to
have
come out
themselves
with
a
that,
victory
keep
and a
having that
defense,
belt.
or Roxy
Gonna
Stryer
defend.
walk out of the
I find his whole
Spectacular
shtick annoying.
2-1.
Great
with
player.
2 separate
This
championships.
shit's not for
Great
me.
player.
You look at two
Outside the
factions of
Schmoedown, he's a great
positivity
person.
when it comes
Inside
to
the Schmoedown, I
managing
just
their faction.
hate his
Koi
guts.
and Roxy, some of those
I don't know why,
inspirational
but I
words that we've heard all
absolutely-
season
I love it kind
have
of in the
been
same
out
way, I
of
guess,
their
that I love
quirky mouths.
Snyder.
And so
It's
I
just-
think with Roxy and Koi, it's
Well,
less
where
them
people
going
like
up against
don't like
each
their
other, but it's
stick,
them
don't
being
like
able
his
to get
either
into
of their
their
sticks.
team
I like
head
both of them a
and
lot.
reinforce that positive wall that they've been building up virtually the
I
entire
don't know, I
new
find
era run.
Chandru to
So
be
without
more
further ado, we now bring in Roxy Stryer of
cocky
the
and-
Rockstars
and smug.
Koi Jandrew of the quirky Mercs.
I mean,
to
but
start with you, Koi.
Snyder calls
it has
himself the
been
greatest
a
of all time.
sensational
No,
season
but
for
true.
you.
More smug than
You
BS.
would have
Yeah,
to
you
be
know
a
what?
front
Snyder
runner,
can at
if not
least
for
back it
manager
up.
of the year, for most beloved manager.
He hasn't
by their
played the
faction.
greatest of all
Not all
time.
the troops are
Yeah.
looking to off you. As a matter of fact, I
True,
think they'd hoist you
but
on their
he does
shoulders
have gold
and carry you
now.
out if they could.
Yeah, but
because
you gotta
just
play
seem
the
to
best to beat the
energize
best.
Any squad
I don't know,
you're
it just
managing.
beats
How are you going to be able to
It's the
carry
way
that
they
through
it's the way they
5 big rounds
present it,
in
I
this
guess.
championship match.
I just don't like how
I feel like we're in a
Kendrick
really good
presents
spot
that.
because people doubted us being a 5-round
Who do you have in
I'm
characters?
also the only manager to have 3 teams
Everyone.
that have wins
Currently?
this
All
entire
time,
season.
Rachel Cushing.
I feel good about
Yeah.
teams. I feel confident.
Rachel
in
all
teams.
time,
I feel
Lon
like
right now.
Neither Bibbs nor
I think, yeah,
the kid have played
Delinquent is
this well
probably one of my
separately
favorite
or
things in the
together
world.
Before. They've had incredible games. Their
You guys
records are
think he's not
outstanding.
going to be the
But
delinquent
this
next
they're
year?
playing just
No, there's no
so
way they're letting that
top-notch.
go.
So put them together.
Yeah, I was
put
just
'em
thinking he was
after
the
that
professor
win,
in one
put 'em
year,
with
the
this
delinquent
momentum
this
leading
year,
into the end, leading
something
into
else next year.
Spectacular.
But
I'm so
Nah,
confident. I
I think he's
going
gonna
to
be the delinquent for a little while.
I know how their brains work.
I was just thinking
I feel
that
really good.
at least
And no
at
matter
the
what
beginning of
wins
the year,
today,
I thought it was going
Boston
to
wins
be a
today, and
different
that makes me
character
really
every
happy.
year.
So I feel good
That
about
could have been
all of the
interesting,
above.
but
That could be-
I
the
want the
delinquent
win
is just
for
too
us.
good.
I'm happy to be playing Roxy.
And what's funny too
Spectacular. I'm
is
happy to
Winston
Shazam. Let's get into it.
drafted him as the
Roxy,
professor,
kind
and
of couple off of that
he
here,
went
too.
up to
This
Winston and
is,
was like, "I want to do
As
something
I
different."
mentioned,
Yeah.
Snyder has had his
I don't know if
problems
you've
with
seen
Bibiani in
it,
the
but I
past,
posted
and
on a
Draco
Facebook group
has
at
his
the
problem
beginning
with
of the
Bibiani
year.
in the past, and now
I
has problems
had
with the kid. Snyder
all of the
is
teams, all the factions as Pokemon,
looking
and
at
the managers as
revenge-wise.
Pokemon trainers.
Does that
and I
get
had
into their heads?
Lon
Does it
as
add
the
motivation?
professor.
It certainly
and
seems like
about a month
if you've
later, he
beaten
changed his
Snyder
whole
in the
thing. It was
past,
like,
it
okay,
served as motivation this season.
that
How do you
doesn't
get
fit
these
me
guys-
now.
How
That
have
is
you
very on
gotten
brand
these
for
guys
you, 50.
so they're so on the same page. They
What
look
is
the best that
a
they've
mistake
ever
or
done. And
Yeah.
why is that?
I can send it to you guys later, and I'm planning to do it again.
Because
after the draft.
Roxy changed outfits again. I like all her outfits so far.
We are a team who's been in the same room together over and over and over again. And yeah,
I think
if
she
we
also
look
changed
back
her
to 2
earrings, I
years
think.
ago, there were some shaky starts. We didn't know if Odd was going to be able to come together. But once we did, it's been such a beautiful thing. And Mark, you're right. We have been to the top of the mountain before, and we thoroughly plan on going back there today because it was our mountaintop to be on, and it was
Is
never
that a
ours to
snakeskin wallpaper?
All right, well,
behind
fair
her?
enough. We're going to have
If
a
it's at her dad's house,
five-round
wouldn't be
battle
surprised.
here with Quirky Merch and the Rock Stars. Good
Oh,
luck to
my
both
blood
of you.
starting to
Massive match in both of your last matches. Well, almost for Coy. You got one more with Kevin Smith coming up here, but almost for Coy and Roxy. Good luck to you.
I'm still standing.
I'm
All
not
right,
used
so
to sitting
the
in a
managers
chair
are
that
ready,
long.
obviously. I'm ready. Mark. Are you ready?
Well, it's a good thing
This
that
is
I'm
gonna be
sitting on a
fun one.
comfy bed.
We're gonna have more great matches in Spectacular.
Like,
We've already
normally when I'm
seen
watching
some
these, I'm
greatness
just lying
already,
down
but
on my
Christian,
couch.
this could be the one. This could be the one.
I mostly
We're about
watch
to
these on
find
a
out. Let's
treadmill.
get it on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Schmoedown.
5 rounds for the movie trivia Schmoedown Team Championship of the World. Introducing
I
first,
love the Rockstars theme
the
song.
challengers.
I love their logo.
Same.
9 wins, 4 defeats.
As much as I don't like the Patriots, but bringing in that Patriots theme into it is great. It's a great theme. The Patriots theme is a great theme.
You just hate them.
I
You just
hate
hate
it.
them.
Like, and I don't mean I hate the Patriots as it's Schmoedown wise. I hate the Patriots, the football team.
Yeah. Every time I hear shipping up to Boston, I get a little PTSD.
But I can hear Sweet Caroline anytime because I'm a Red Sox fan.
Oh yeah. See, for me, they've gone back to what they got, but the Canucks used to enter to where the streets have no name. Instrumental. It was amazing. I'll see if I can find the audio.
Snyder's wearing clothes.
Yay!
Mark and Draco.
Oh, wait. Why did they
Gentlemen,
stop the music?
What a run it
That
has
happens
been
sometimes.
so far. Snyder, what a run it's been for
What is
you
that
so
glow on
far
in Draco's-
this year. As I
That
mentioned,
green glow.
it looked like, he's playing Oyama. He lost to
Lens
Oyama.
flare.
He beats Oyama. He's playing Irwin. He lost to Irwin.
He's
He
being
beat
directed
Irwin.
by
He lost
J.J.
to
Abrams.
Collins.
Yeah.
He beats him in the teams tournament. So does that carry over in the revenge to try to get? I know how
J.J.
much it
Abrams is not the
sticks in
only
your
one
craw
who
when
uses
people
lens
talk
flare in
about
his
that
movies,
Bibiani
but he's
match.
the most
So is
notorious
this
for
a
doing
way
it.
for you to get sweet revenge by becoming a 3-time teams champion?
For sure, I think Bibiani's playing on my turf.
Kaiser in
my
the
tournament.
live
That's the
chat
teams
saying
tournament.
bagpipes are for
I'm a
retired
teams
shoe
guy,
salesmen.
and I have got the one guy who makes Bibiani shaking his boots, and that's Mark
Kaiser.
Draco.
Goes
And I
Nerd
couldn't
Chronic
be
says
happier to
Kaiser
have him
crushed
as
the
my
edit.
partner.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
About that, not just William Bibiani versus Jeff Snyder, but when it's Bibiani and the kid, for some reason, they and some fans seem to believe that they have a summer residence inside the brain of the Odd Couple, that they are determining your every move, that you are reacting to them. What do you have to say to all those people who say, hey, Shazam, it's a mental game and they're winning it?
those are the people that think lizard people control the government as well. Yeah, I've got far too little rental space available in my head to worry about them.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, they're a great team. There's history with all of us. Bibbs and I entered the game together, and at the time it was the highest scoring game ever in Schmoedown history. So yeah, would I like to beat him once in regulation play?
So hard to find.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun game. I mean, I respect these guys as players. I think Jeff and I are playing better than I ever have.
Based on an actual
better than I
murders
ever
from
have.
Cleveland
I
in the
think,
1940s.
especially after our last match, or last two, I'm feeling really solid. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, the Odd Couple has arrived. It is the former champs looking to become two-time champions here. Gentlemen, good luck, and we'll see you in a moment.
And their opponents.
It's on Amazon.
Was it? Oh, it wasn't for the longest time.
The Kindle and Comixology, $14.74, hardcover, $33.15, paperback, $24.99.
Yeah, Comixology a few years ago stopped in Canada. So dumb.
And the reigning
Oh, it also has Brian Michael Bendis. Wrote it with him?
undisputed
Nice.
movie trivia Schmoedown team champion of the world, the Kid.
Talk about a great logo.
And William.
Yeah.
Let's see what interest they're going to have this time.
Yes. All right.
Welcome.
What the hell is he wearing on his head? Let's talk about
and
Brandon.
it is getting us into the spirit
Probably
of both
some Canadian.
Jester's hat, I think.
And Mark Andreyko in the
hard to
chat
tell.
says it's like the Gremlins singing Christmas.
Hold on,
carols.
did
So
Bibiani
it is,
just had a ponytail?
The smack
Yeah.
talk begins. So look, William, let me start here.
That's news
we
to me.
know the history you have with both the Odd Couple and both playing them in teams.
I love how he
individually,
teased you
the
to
kid
the
individually.
Dutch tilt.
But also there's
Yeah.
something that goes into it because you guys are looking
That's something that's
to
such on brand for
get to
Bibbs.
9-1.
My
to
favorite
become
is
one of the
when
few
he came
teams who
in
has defended
upside
the
down,
championship
and
to
Christian
win
was
a
like,
match at
"You're gonna
Spectacular,"
have
which
to
last year
change
you wanted
that.
to get to Spectacular. You did that, but
My
you didn't get a
favorite was when
win.
when
So
he
how
was playing
much
to be stuck.
does that go through your head as preparing to play
Then
the
he
game?
did this.
It doesn't really. Listen,
Talk about
the
a
kid
great
and I
shtick
have
that
proved
actually
ourselves.
works.
We've proved ourselves time and time again. I think it's fair to say
I like the decorations
that
in the
We're
background.
pretty good at this, and
Why did
right
he
now,
change?
all I want to do
Is
really
a human
is
Muppet.
celebrate my love of
Yeah.
trivia,
But why did
play
he
a really
change the
great
name?
game with an
It used-
exceptional
it
friend
used to
and
be
an
Mr.
exceptional
Beast.
manager,
Instead of the
and
Beast.
just have some fun
They
out
call
there.
him Mr.
We've beaten
Beast.
the Odd Couple before. We've
I
beaten
like
Mark
that
and Draco and
Mr.
Jeff
Beast
Snyder
name that he gave
individually
himself.
before. And you know they're
But you
really
know
good
Mr.
players.
Beast is
There's a
the
reason
name of a
we
different
keep playing them over and
YouTuber.
over and over again.
Maybe that's why he changed
So
it.
yeah, it's gonna be a match. It's gonna be a fight, but I feel pretty good. And no matter what happens, growl growl.
And
Growl,
Brandon,
growl.
if the folks
Growl,
out
growl.
there tuning in to
Growl.
Schmoedown for the first time can believe it, this team is even better at movie trivia than they are at wassailing along. But it's proven this season that just because you're a couple nice guys, you're not opposed to playing some light head games with your opponent. But the Odd Couple say, no, we're not intimidated by them. We're not
far,
worried
Brandon's
about
not
them.
breathing into
They're going
the
to
mic.
play their game.
Yeah, I was
Can you,
thinking
William
that. I was like, he's
Bibiani,
not being a
defeat
mouth
the Odd
breather.
Couple if you're not
Again,
lodged in
50
their
and up.
head and playing
He
mental
speaks
psych
the
there.
thoughts that are in my head.
Absolutely.
Like I said,
I think
Latinos unite.
It's one of those things where Jeff and Mark
How
pushed us
funny
to
was
the last
that?
time we played them.
And
And now
like,
they're playing better
Thank you
than
for
they ever
that.
have. And
remember.
so yeah, that's a lot to
I don't
deal
remember
with. But
too.
what's great is I think Bibbs and I have also gone to that next level, and we're playing the
What's
best
that
that we've
statue
ever
behind
played.
him?
So I feel like we have what it takes to hang with these guys again because
Is
they've
that,
gotten
Black
fantastic,
Lightning
even better than
behind
last
him?
year when we played them. But so have we. So it should be
Doesn't
another
look
close
like
one.
it.
No, it looks.
All right.
I can
the
see why you
champions
think that.
have arrived, and now
Yeah.
we bring back the challengers. Here they are, and we now get them in the room. Mark, it is the challengers, the champions.
Okay,
What are the
let's
rules of
go.
Round number one.
Wait,
Round
I can't hear anything. My ears stopped working after that entrance.
Here.
Okay.
We should fix
Oh,
that.
that was.
That's
You know what?
obviously
You know
a
what?
serious concern, and we should just stop the match right That now. was terrible.
Oh,
It is terrible that your speakers aren't working. I'm so sorry.
Hope you're better
Are you okay?
Let's hope you're better at trivia.
Do you need to replace your laptop?
I am genuinely, I'm genuinely embarrassed that I did not get the joke till just now.
There's a joke?
The talking has started, Mark. All right, so our competitors have entered the virtual arena. How do the rules of round number 1 go?
There are rules in round number 1, gentlemen.
Ellis has a picture of Van Halen in the background.
And but those answers
same
are
Christmas
need
tree as
8
me.
in total in round number 1. That's because there's 8 questions asked to the field. Now, this is a team format.
I live alone.
Round
I
number
don't
1 is an
decorate.
individual.
I was going to say the Bachelor Christmas
movie
tree.
trivia Schmoedown know-how. You may not rely on the strength of your teammate to get an answer
Well,
in
at
round
least you have a
number
Christmas
1.
tree. I don't even have a
Each
Hanukkah
answer,
here.
if it's correct, is worth a point. Each incorrect answer, there's no penalty for that. There is no
Hanukkah.
stealing.
What's
In
that?
round number 1, we give you 15
the
seconds.
thing
Once
in
we ask you by
Hanukkah
name,
where
please
you light it
show
up
the
with the
attendance
candles. Oh, I
thought it
you
was a
wrote
menorah.
at the same time you verbalize it.
That's a
into
misconception.
The microphone. Each
The menorah
team
is the original
has 3
thing. The
usages of the
Hanukkah is
JTE rule. Hey, you're on a
it's
pretty
supposed
good
to emulate.
sequence, Christian.
A menorah
Throughout
has
the duration of the
7
5-round
candles.
match.
A
You're not sure
Hanukkah
you
has
heard a
9.
question right. You want to buy yourself more
Because
time. Use
I
a JTE
haven't,
rule. You also each as a
because of
team have 1
COVID,
challenge.
I haven't been with my family because my uncle married a Jewish woman, and so her kids are Jewish, and like we have Jewish and Christian families together, so we celebrate both Christmas and Hanukkah. So I haven't gotten any of my Jewish holidays
Are we
because of
asked the
COVID.
champions
I haven't been
first?
able
Are you
to
ready?
do the Rosh
We
Hashanah
are,
or do
and
all
I
the
just wanna
other
say
stuff
that
with
win or
them that we
lose, The
do.
Odd Couple is going home
When
today.
we all get together.
Handmade, sexy number scopes. These are
Yeah, well,
delightfully
every
smelling
party, because
flower-scented
we do
hearts
we
with
celebrate on the
numbers
Christmas on the
embedded in them. I don't know if that's
24th.
showing up on
Me
the
too.
camera or not, but it looks really cool.
Thank you.
We
that's
would
wonderful.
always do it
There's no
either at my
powder
mom's
glass
or
in
my
that
aunt's
soap,
house
is
for the
there?
24th, and then we
whatsoever.
go
I
to my
wouldn't do that to
uncle's
you. I love
house
you
on the
guys too.
25th to
And the
celebrate
challengers,
Christmas.
are you ready?
Nice.
Let's do it. Let's dance.
Fun fact, Christmas is the one day of the year where all the Christians are gathering together to celebrate some Jewish guy's birthday.
Schmoedown. Round number 1.
And,
some of them forget he's Jewish.
Question number 1.
Yeah.
Here it is.
And
In the realm of
the
action
Christmas tree at my uncle's
adventure.
house is always
Who
in
stars
Jewish,
as
like in the
police
blue and
hostage
silver.
negotiator Scott
colors.
Roper in the 1997 action comedy Metro.
I never even heard of this movie.
I
remember the
don't
poster.
know.
Hey, Ben, you got any cool things for Hanukkah?
Club, given the
Not
making
yet.
wave. Take
No.
one.
I mean, I got them close, but
5,
not
4,
yet. I want to
3,
get the new iPhone.
2,
Nice.
1. Pens down, hands up, gentlemen. And we start with William Bibiani.
Eddie
Eddie
Murphy.
Murphy.
Got me if they're talking about the negotiator, but it's Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
Many
Jeff
years
Snyder.
Do any
Eddie
of you
Murphy.
guys celebrate
Kid.
Three Kings
I
Day?
didn't have this one.
And then Draco.
I did the same
What is
thing. I
that?
started writing Kevin Spacey.
It's
Eddie
the
Murphy.
Well, there
it's
you
on
go.
January
So the Odd
6th.
Couple
It's when the
took
Three
the first
Kings
blood early
brought
here,
the gifts
2-1,
to baby
as we
Jesus.
get to our
I've
next
never even
question.
heard of
The
that.
Three Wise Men.
In life,
The
anytime
Three
you have a
Wise
chance
Men,
for
yeah.
Eddie Murphy instead of
I never
Kevin
heard
Spacey,
I didn't even know it was a holiday.
Yep.
romantic
Latinos
comedies or rom-coms.
celebrate
What
it.
2019 rom-com fantasy was directed by Danny Boyle and starred
I
Himesh
love
Patel
this movie.
and Lily James?
Wait. 2019.
I believe sometimes my life is a rom-com
James
fantasy,
and
Mark.
him-
Is it funny or
And
is
I love
it more
Lily James.
sassy?
She's
He's
amazing.
doing great, the kid. Don't let that
I
get
loved
you,
her
okay? You're
as
awesome.
Mamma Mia too.
4,
I love
Three.
Repeat the
Cinderella.
question.
That
first one.
All right, this is in
Nothing
the category
bad.
of romantic comedies. And the
So
question,
we joke
what
that we have two
2019
Christmases basically
rom-com
because we have
fantasy
Christmas
was
and then we
directed
have
by
Three Kings
Danny
Day.
Boyle and starred Himesh Patel and Lily James.
I've never ever heard of that one.
And Christian.
So it must be
Yeah,
a
there
primary
is.
rom-com.
Yeah.
I guess all of our lives are somewhat rom-coms more than anything else, right? It's not a horror
Yeah.
thriller, hopefully.
It depends on
Okay, I
what
really-
stage
I-
of your life you're in.
I
Sometimes
have an
it's not.
answer. I
5,
hope it's correct.
4, 3,
Probably not.
2, 1. Pens down, Jeff Snyder.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
sir.
right.
Brendan Meyer.
And I know
Yesterday.
the heroes-
Mark and Drake.
I love that movie. How could I forget?
And Bibbs.
Man,
I have
Robert
radio
Carlyle.
eyes.
So I'm
haven't seen
here to
it.
stay for I believe.
Robert Carlyle as
It's
John Lennon.
awesome.
was
Smart
I
moves
should
by
have gotten
Draco
it with
using
the
Spoiler!
next
Spoiler!
because I know
man.
most of that
Spoiler!
We now
movie.
see ourselves still. Odd Couple
Sorry.
has not missed yet as we get to question number 3. And here it is. Dramas. Eric Bana and Daniel Craig star as Israeli agents in what 2005 historical drama from
Wait,
director
I've never seen this
Steven
movie.
Spielberg?
Okay, well,
2005,
Christian, now we've heard
hold on.
The Kid, we've heard Bibiani, and now Snyder sing. Who's got the best pipes, in your opinion?
I got it.
I think I got it.
5,
Maybe I've spelled it a bit
4.
wrong.
It is
Hold
one of
on.
the few
3,
blind spots for me in
2,
Spielberg's.
1. Pens down,
filmography.
hands up,
Munich.
and the
Uh,
kid.
Munich.
Oh, so that's how you spell it. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Mark and
shit,
Drake.
really?
Yep.
I got got it.
Nice.
I had no idea.
I'm still.
Wow, this guy got a point.
6-5. Odd Couple keeps a 1-point lead as we get to our next question.
That's right. We keep it going with another category that defines Christian Harloff's life: crime movies.
Oh, snap.
What 1990s crime film has the tagline, 3 decades of life in the mafia? Christian, you can't continually tell that story of y'all robbing quarters from the Mortal Kombat machine where you worked.
It wasn't me.
You were an accomplice. You were an accomplice.
I watched it. 5.
Aiding and abetting.
4.
Don't know this one.
3.
I have a
2,
guess.
1. Pens down, please.
Okay, I
Pens
put
down,
Casino.
please. And Mark
I
Andreyko.
put Goodfellas.
I didn't have it.
And Bibbs.
Godfather Part 3, maybe?
Yes, Snyder.
It is Goodfellas.
Hey,
Snyder.
I got
That was my
it.
second choice.
Writing afterwards, but I did not.
I was
have
just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because you start with
Brendan.
him as a
I said
kid.
Goodfellas right there.
You
Well,
had it.
also
All
that
right,
came
so
out in
now with that,
1992, so
Shazam
that
goes
just
up
makes the cut
by
of the
1.
90s crime
7-6. What a turnaround that was.
I think
Of
because
Shazam
we talked
getting
about
that
it in
question, leaving the Odd Couple down
Jordan's
by 1.
blind spot
As
as
we
well.
get to our next question. Now, Bibbs, on Only Bibbs, has not missed. As we get to our next question. All right, here we go. This is question 5. Fantasy sci-fi.
91, 92.
In what film does Hugh Jackman play Charlie Kenton, who's a former boxer that now fights remote-controlled robots?
All right, Christian, I'm going to give you Goodfellas.
That's the Blomkamp film,
The
right?
Irishman and Casino.
I don't
Rank
think
them.
so.
Go.
Goodfellas.
Blomkamp is
Casino,
Chappie.
Irishman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking Charlie.
Right.
But yeah.
And
Okay, I think I
5,
got it.
4,
I don't. I'm thinking
3,
Chappie, and I know it's wrong.
2, 1. Pens
Same.
down, please.
Real
Pens
Steel.
down, please.
That's the
And
one I was
starting
thinking
of.
with
Real Steel.
Bibbs.
I've
I
never
love this
heard of that
Real
movie.
Steel.
I love
It's
it
a
as
Rock'em
well.
Sock'em
Jeff
movie.
Snyder.
Yeah.
Literally,
Real
that's
Steel.
what it is.
Brendan.
Real Steel.
And Mark Andreyko.
Steel real.
Real
All
Steel.
right, there you go. So
How
now
are there even 3 generations of mafia in Goodfellas?
there are.
You waited until now to ask that question.
Third generation.
I'm going to give it to you.
No,
He
it's
is
Pacino,
probably
and then
eating at
De
him in the
Niro,
same
and
way,
then
like,
Leota.
you know, Roka gets the question wrong and then it eats at him forever.
Of course he does.
Wait, did the question say
All right,
3
listen,
generations
7-6.
or 3 decades?
7-6.
Decades.
Oh, excuse me, 9-8.
Decades.
9-8 is the score. 9-8
It
at
said
the
3
moment. Now we
decades.
get to
That's
our
why I
next
was
thinking
like,
question. And
generations.
this is question number
That's
6.
why I went with
And I
Godfather.
look forward to a
I
robust
went
answer when I
with
say
Goodfellas
comedies.
because it said decades, and I was like, he started as a kid.
Appreciate you all. Your question. For
Why
a
is
point,
everyone
who
frozen?
played Lillian Donovan, Annie's best friend and the bride-to-be in Bridesmaids? That kid in Real Steel. Christian.
The
You and I
question
both
is
like
who
that
played
movie. That
Lillian
kid
Donovan,
is
Annie's
wearing
best friend,
what
and the
band
bride-to-be in
shirt?
Bridesmaids?
You guessed it. Van effing.
It's working for
5,
me. You want me to bring it up?
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up. Jeff Snyder.
Maya Rudolph.
Maya Rudolph.
Brenda.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, I was right.
Mark Andreyko.
Maya Rudolph.
Bibbs.
Maya Rudolph.
All
was
right, so
good
we
in
have
the
ourselves
Lego Movie
now
sequel, by the way.
11-10. Shazam keeping their 1-point lead as we get
froze
into
again, Ben.
question number 7. Horror/thriller.
Here, you want me to bring it up?
What 2004 film from director Paul W.S. Anderson takes place in Antarctica and has a showdown between creatures from 2 popular movie franchises?
Oh, easy. Alien versus Predator.
Wow. Just give Christian
really?
the trailer voiceover gig. That was... You really took us
That's
for
a
a
very-
ride there.
Did you like that?
Long
Me
thing
either.
to write, so I'm just writing AVP.
Riveting.
Thank you. 5,
Doesn't count because I
4,
didn't get the question on my
3,
own, so never mind.
2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. Brendan Meyer.
Alien vs. Predator.
Yes. Mark Andreyko.
So I've got
Alien
3
versus
so
Predator.
far.
Bibbs?
Yay.
I had the marketing title AVP Alien vs Predator.
Also okay. And
I'm on. I've only got 4 right so
Alien
far. I'm
versus
actually
Predator.
disappointed. in
Okay,
myself.
so
I got
here's
3.
where we are at the moment. Shazam,
I'm on 3 too.
13-12. 13-12.
At least I got a
now.
question that Matt didn't
If
get.
Bibiani
so
hits this,
I'm happy with that.
he and only
The
he
bridesmaid
will have a
one because I was
bonus
also paying
question
attention to what was
into
going on
the
here.
No, I was
kinda-
talking about the
bonus
Real
question number 8.
Yeah.
I know.
That's right. Still 1 point
Yeah,
lead
same.
for Shazam. The category to close out round 1 is animated movies. Could be drawn by hand, computer, some stop motion for Hamilton's hens out there. What 2004 film, based on a TV cartoon, follows the lead character as
The
they leave
SpongeBob
their
SquarePants
home,
movie.
Seriously?
Bikini Bottom, to seek a
Yep.
famous object?
SpongeBob
Let Christian
SquarePants.
sit.
Couldn't get into
I'm
it.
gonna need a
Cannot get
repeated
into it.
question on that.
Oh,
All right, that's the second one by the Odd
SpongeBob
Couple.
is more of my little
More time to show
brother's
off that dynamite chemistry.
Yeah,
between
it skipped
Karloff
me
and
for
myself.
sure.
The category's animated
When did it
movies.
come
What
out?
2004 film
He-
based on a
his
TV
era-
cartoon
his era
follows the lead
was
character as
that
they leave their
and the
home
Wiggles
Bikini Bottom to seek a
and-
famous object?
Like my era was more.
Your
I
most
watched
prized
Barney.
piece of
Yeah, me too.
memorabilia, Christian?
I don't know how
my
me
shoes?
and Jordan are both SpongeBob
5.
Did you say your shoes?
4.
I mean,
Three.
I remember
Makes
a lot of
sense, but
SpongeBob
sure.
episodes because of my little
One,
brother, but
pens down,
it wasn't
hands
ever
up.
actively me deciding
start
to watch it.
With Mark Andreyko.
Bring
Yeah,
it
SpongeBob.
Spelling is very important.
downtown.
Yes. Beast.
Whew, the SpongeBob
Yep.
SquarePants movie.
Perfect
Oh,
for
I will
No,
not
I got-
that movie.
No.
and
Four
Kitch.
I got-
so far.
The SpongeBob
Five.
SquarePants movie.
All right. So we go 15-13, and Shazam has an opportunity to get one more point up here because Bibiani and only Bibiani will have an opportunity here. Here you go.
Bibbs
Here
with another
is
perfect
the-
round.
Yeah. You can
Anyone
just
surprised?
answer it, William. You don't need to write this one down.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for you and only you, my friend. Here it is. All right. Amy Adams co-stars with Meryl Streep in Doubt.
Julia
And which other film?
and Julia.
Julia, yeah, Julie and Julia.
For one more point.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
Okay, so 4
All right,
points
now
for me.
we have
6.
ourselves 16-13. 16-13. Shazam up by 3. The champions have a 3-point lead as we get into
Should I
the
count
next
that as
round.
getting
Mark,
it right because
what
I
are the
knew
rules of
that,
round
or
two?
should I not
That is
because
round
I didn't
numero
get all
dos, and that's
a
because
perfect
round
round?
number 2,
Neither
so
did I.
many lead
We're just
champions
counting
will
on
need
the
to
question.
stand and sue because
Okay,
each
then
team
I-
gets to spin at the wheel of
So-
justice, and then
Then I-
they'll be
then I
fielding
got
6
5.
questions. Yes, the team format, 6 questions. The teams may confer amongst their members for each and every question proctored in round
Because
number 2.
the
Each
way
question
I
is worth 2
rationalize
points,
it
so
is
that's
we're not
another
playing
round.
for
If you're not
points,
sure of the
we're
answer,
playing
ask us
for
multiple
straight
choice.
questions.
We'll give you 4
Yeah,
options,
we're playing
one of
for fun.
which we've
Yeah.
been assured is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question
see
goes
how
down
well
to
we know.
1. Now that could be crucial because if you
Yeah,
miss
they
the
got
question,
6, so
healing is
1,
available
I'm gonna
by
put this in
your
the fridge.
opposing team in round number 2.
5.
Christian,
God, you know
we've
what I would
used a
love to
couple
have right
JTE
now?
rules,
A
but other than
cherry
that, pretty
vanilla
clean
Coke.
ball game thus far, well played by all parties. But now it's time to spin that wheel and to
Yeah.
determine
That's a thing.
whether they would like to
That's a
spin
thing.
first
It's
or defer
amazing.
to their opponents. It's going to be Shazam.
We don't even have Dr. Pepper where I live.
and
I
Cole,
thought
you
it
have
was just
60
us
seconds to
Americans
make
who
that
did the crazy
determination
adding
starting
extra
now.
flavors to
Hi,
Coke.
Chloe.
They have that in
Hey,
Canada
guys.
too.
First of all,
it's like one's like the cherry
incredible
vanilla,
round.
yes.
Brendan, I'm ever more
The
impressed
stuff
with
like
you.
pineapple
Like
crush or
whenever-
whatever,
yeah,
that's
especially this season,
people
when you
imported
don't
in by
let
people. That's why it's so
yourself get
fucking
weighed down. That was
expensive.
incredible.
It's all right. That
Yeah.
was just something I didn't
And
know.
like in
so I was
Vancouver,
okay
if you
to
go
get
to
my-
like a lot of the mom and pop
That's what I'm
convenience
saying.
stores,
And a
they go
perfect
across the
round
border
for
to get their
Bibbs,
groceries,
Sam,
their
Jesus.
stuff
Okay,
like
so
that. They can
this-
bring in.
how do we
So
follow?
Americans go to
We
Canada to
we
buy
don't. What do we
meds,
wanna
and
do
you
with this
guys
week?
come to
Yeah.
America
I mean,
to
we
buy
usually
soda.
let our opponents go
Yeah,
first.
and-
It
yeah,
seems like the
and
most
gas.
charitable, Christmassy thing to do. Do we want to do it again?
Let's do it again.
I like
Welcome.
it, and I like
Awesome.
our
Let's
Actually,
go.
come to think of
especially for them
it,
going first.
you
Let's hold
call
that.
yourself
Let's get
soda, so
All right,
it
we're
makes
gonna
sense
do
you
it.
know all these things.
All right, Defer, thank you guys. All right, so you'll be able to sit
50.
back.
What
the
city in
champions will sit back
Israel
and
are you
watch
in?
the
Beersheba.
challengers spin, and then they'll have to go to a separate
capital
room.
of the
We'll
Negev.
Bring back
Best
the
city in the
challengers.
world.
Roxy Stryer
The
gets
capital of the
60
naked?
seconds to talk to
Negev.
your team. Starting
Oh,
Wait, 3 points.
We know where
doesn't
Soda's
mean
mine
even
is.
a 3-round game. We have 5 rounds. 5 rounds. I can see you
Hopeless and
both
desperate
getting
for
in your
love.
head a little bit here. We are
Yeah.
the stronger team.
By
We
Chandler
are the
Bing.
better team, and it is our time. So
Oh.
whatever's going on
Well,
inside
was
both
it?
of you guys,
I've been reading a
shake it
few
off,
like
because this is
I guess
our
they're
game
like
to win.
rom-com
We have 4
books, and
more
I'm
rounds
just
to do
like,
so. That
why
is
am
a
I doing
lot of
this to myself?
opportunity to
I'm
make this
single
right.
as
And by the
fuck,
way,
and I
we
can't
had an
leave my
excellent
house
first round.
Right.
So we
COVID.
have
That's
the
why-
opportunity.
that's
It's
why I don't
not
get
that
into
big of a
rom-coms.
deal. One of those was to get us an extra point. That
I'm
point
a
might
glutton
end
for
up winning
punishment.
us
That's
the
why I
whole
do
game.
it.
So
Shazam
use
is
the last ones
8-1.
very
Holy
lean, and
shit.
You guys know you're going to be able to
Yeah.
pull it. Let's
They're
spin the
only
wheel.
lost
See how it
last
goes.
year. I
Are you
just-
They
guys
only
doing okay?
lost to the founding
Wait a second.
fathers.
Good, good. All right, let's
Holy
spin the wheel, Christian.
fuck, I didn't realize
And-
that's
All right, here Here's
And
the
they,
wheel. There's
unlike
no spinners.
other
There's no opponents.
teams,
The
didn't
champions
get an
had that option to
automatic
take them off, and they did
rematch
so.
the next
Here is the
year.
Yeah, because of the new rule that Burnett came up with.
So they
on the wheel. Obviously, Odd Couple
they
needs
are
something
that
here
great
pretty
then.
big.
Huh, I
to
didn't
Yeah,
put
they
them into
are
a nice position, and they're looking
amazing.
at Oscars.
But the Odd Couple also beat the Shire Wolves too. So
And then they lost to them.
I mean,
And
I
then they
don't hate
lost
it,
to them.
but I also don't
I
love
mean,
it.
facts.
I think it's Worth a respin? What do you think, Mark?
And Shazam beat.
I'm on board with that.
I think
Who's the
this
boss?
is worth a respin as well. But if
Final
we end
Exam,
up
I
on
believe.
Oscars, then so be it.
Yeah,
They also beat Corruption twice, I think.
Like, terrible. I mean,
Okay.
I'm just saying.
No matter what,
They
you guys
did.
are communicating. No
yeah,
matter what.
Let's spin
I'm
again.
sticking to my prediction.
What am I doing? Wrong
Beep,
screen.
Beep City. Here it is. And
What is that?
You want us to see your
Oh shoot!
message?
Everybody saw my
Here it
name.
is.
You can cut that.
Roxy.
Sorry, I forgot that I'm the one who's
I don't
hosting
wanna
the add-on.
dock you a point here. Ron Howard movies.
Ron Howard.
No
All
matter
right.
what.
Ron Howard,
no matter
okay.
what.
Okay, only questions about Daryl Hannah's ass.
That dropped Roxy out. All right, Roxy's being dropped out. Now
What,
the
did you already-
champions
Oh,
are going
oh,
into a room. As soon as they
Solo.
are out,
They
we will
censored
begin
that, but you
the
still
round.
see her
Gentlemen,
naked
remember,
boobs on Disney
when
Plus.
you have come to a final answer, to let us know
Really
that
weird.
is indeed your final answer. All right, we are ready to go.
You know, the funny thing is, I've
champions
seen people
are in
lose
a
their shit
separate
about this,
room
but they
here,
were
and
commenting
here
about
we go for
specifically
the Odd Couple.
the
Jeff
part
and Mark, are you
that
ready?
doesn't have the censored spot.
Yes.
All right, here you go.
Because
Who
people don't
played
even know where
British
to point their
television
rage anymore.
broadcaster David
Michael
Frost
Sheen.
in Ron Howard's Frost Nixon?
It's
Yeah,
Michael
Michael
Sheen.
Sheen.
Yeah, Michael Sheen. Why don't you say that one?
Nixon.
Michael Sheen, final answer.
That is correct. All right, here you go. In 1989's Parenthood, which future star plays Gary Buckman Lampkin, who has just entered puberty and is quiet and withdrawn?
Jeff, it's
Joaquin
but he's credited as Leaf Phoenix in the movie.
Oh,
So
River
it's-
Phoenix.
Say, just watch.
Joaquin Phoenix, yes. Joaquin
No,
Phoenix.
Return Lord, Robert
That
Phoenix.
is correct. 2 points. All right, here you go. Here's the next one. What was the first film in which Michael Keaton worked with Ron Howard?
Oh, it's got to be Night Shift, right?
Night Shift. Night Shift. Final answer.
2 points. All right. Here you go. Here is question number 4. Ron Howard directed Tom Hanks and Audrey Tautou
Da
in his
Vinci Code.
2006 thriller.
The Da Vinci Code. Yeah, the Da Vinci
Code.
Code.
Final answer.
All right, that was correct. All right, here is question number 5. Ron Howard starred
I didn't
with
know who
Robert
directed that.
Preston and Shirley Jones
Oh, I
in
know this.
what
Oh, The Music Man.
1962 classic
I was in that
musical?
play.
Sorry, Christian. It's The Music Man.
Yes, the Music Man. Final
The
answer.
Music Man, final answer.
2 more points. Odd Couple.
By the way,
cleaning
Soul,
up
I left
thus
it in
far.
the private chat. Which city?
Here
I'm in.
is.
I think
If you want to look it up.
Here it is. Who
Best team
plays
in the world.
astronaut Ken Mattingly in Apollo 13?
Gary Sinise.
Is Gary Sinise also Captain Amazing?
It's the person
Or
my
no,
grandmother always
it's
said I looked like.
Greg
Gary
Kinnear.
Sinise.
My bad.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Greg
my
Kinnear.
bad.
You sure?
Lieutenant Dan is who you're thinking.
Gary Sinise, final answer.
Yeah.
That's correct. 2 more points.
Good job, Jeff.
It was
Good
said Gary
job.
Sinise,
At the
right?
Odd Couple,
Yeah, they
clearing
did.
up no steals
And I
available
got-
as we see ourselves
Where?
now 25-16.
I
The
got
Odd
10.
Couple
Egg.
cleaning up
Wow.
in that
Goose
round. All right, gentlemen, I'm going
egg.
to drop you out. You can stick around until
Still better than me, I
Shazam
think.
goes and spins. Here
I'm still on
is
4.
the drop.
I got
off
seven
here,
counted.
waiting for champions to come back.
I mean, I might
All
be a
right,
5.
the
Maybe I
champions
missed a point, but
are back.
I'd rather play
I
it
got
safe.
Gianni
Goodfellas,
is
Maya
back.
Rudolph,
Kid is
Alien
back.
vs.
All right, gentlemen, there are
Predator,
no steal
SpongeBob
opportunities
SquarePants
on
movie,
the
and Julie
table.
and Julia.
So we're bringing Coy back.
The
Score at
Alien
the
vs.
moment is
Predator one, I'm not
25-16.
counting for myself because
The
Matt
Odd
said it
Couple
out loud
cleared
before
the perfect round.
had a
All
chance
2
to think
pointers
about
did
it.
not go to multiple
So,
choice. So 25.
for myself, I'm not
16.
counting.
Very good.
And Coy, you got 60 seconds to discuss starting now.
I still think Shazam takes this, by the way.
Hi, Coy.
All right, so they're
Hey.
playing. Hi, they're playing us for a reason, and we're playing them
Hi,
for
Coy.
a reason. We're the champions. It feels so good to hear champions. I want you to think about that belt right to the side of you as we spin this wheel in the second round. This is our season, not just season 7, but also it's Shazam season.
So
because
my
it's
mom
holiday
the other day
season.
comes
Best
and tells
holiday
me,
in
you know,
years.
I'm annoyed
So
with
let's
you. I'm like,
embrace
what
this.
did I
Let's
do?
get it.
I was
Let's
watching
go
one of
with
your
round
live
2.
shows and I was waving
All
and
right.
you didn't see
All
me.
right. So
I'm like,
now the
how that
champions are
works?
getting a chance to spin the wheel.
What?
The wheel is.
Yeah.
Oh, here is the spin.
It's like, that's not how that works, mother.
How old is your mom?
All right, round it
52.
goes, Christian. Very good round.
Yeah,
by the
your
Odd
mom's
Couple,
younger than my
Shazam.
parents. My parents are
Looking
60.
to
My dad's
regain the
70.
lead possibly
Just turned 70
before the betting
on
round.
Thursday.
Coming of age. 60 seconds to decide. Starting now.
My dad's almost 60.
How do you feel about this, Bib?
I mean, 60.
I feel
not
okay.
62.
Like, it's not my favorite genre,
60
but,
as
but
well.
Lord knows I've seen a lot of it.
Yeah. Also,
yeah.
So, what do you think? The thing is, there's
I
really not
don't
a lot
know.
I don't like on this wheel.
Yeah, there's not a lot of coming age is not one that I would love. I don't hate it either. What do you think? Do you want to just try again? Or do you want to keep
Brendan
it? 'Cause
Kite
I
came
feel
of
good
age
about you with
himself.
this.
I think it's on par.
Yeah, he's not gonna do this
I
like
think
me.
there are certainly better. I only think there's
He's
one or two
older
that are
than he
lesser.
looks.
That
Yeah.
said, it's a very broad category, so it's whether or not your gut. This is a gut instinct.
I think we know there's 3 that are lesser. How do you feel, Bibbs? Do you like a bird in the hand, or do you want to go again?
I don't know, man. A part of me wants to go again, but I'm gonna leave it up to you, Brendan.
20
I'm
seconds.
gonna leave it up to you.
Honestly, Bibbs, I just needs to be on you because this is something that I'm gonna know some of the more recent ones, but I won't know the older ones. So
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's spin again.
Good strategy.
Okay. All right. Let's try it. All right.
Spin
We
it
get
in.
it. It'll be fine.
All right.
That seemed to be your guys' instinct from the beginning.
Okay, I'm
so
gonna
I like
quickly
we're going with
bring
that.
this
There
out
was
and
a
share audio,
hesitancy I
okay?
didn't want to lean into, but I'm never going to tell you guys what to do.
And whatever the champions hit, they have to stay with here.
Wherever it lands.
And we land on Jim Henson.
Okay.
Jim Henson, all right.
Jim Henson it is.
I don't think it was Jim Henson. I think it was leaning.
I did this so I don't have to wear my headphones anymore.
Oh,
Jim Henson films one. It's a Jim Henson for 6
I had to.
Wait. I think there's an echo.
Yeah, that's because you're listening to yours as well. You have
Okay,
to.
I'll switch it off then.
Okay, I can't.
In the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Gonzo.
Yep. Gonzo, go ahead, Bibbs.
Gonzo.
Yeah,
fine.
Gonzo.
As a matter of fact, Gonzo for 2 points. Christian?
All right. Question number 2.
Well,
Now I can't hear the music.
Yes. Dolphins begin to leave the earth in this 2005 Henson Studios adventure comedy.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the
That's a Jim Henson movie.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Final answer.
Okay, I knew that, so I'm giving myself a point.
Well received answer for 2 points there. We progress on to your third question.
So long and thanks for all the fish.
And let's go back to the Muppet Christmas.
Still haven't seen that one. That's a blind spot.
It's great.
Awesome.
It's great.
Kind of factory.
Oh, come on.
What did the factory make?
Ooh, actually, did you know
Cotton.
this?
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Remember this.
It's Cotton, I think.
What did he make?
Is that the movie where Whoopi Goldberg plays God?
Did Brendan just slip into a British accent for a second?
All
He was
right.
like, "What did he make?"
Maybe it was on purpose.
A. Whoopee cushions. B. Fake teeth. C. Rubber chickens. Or D. Paddle.
It's rubber chicken.
I think it's Rubber Chickens. Yeah, Rubber Chickens.
I never saw it.
You never seen Muppet
Two
Christmas
that sound
Carol?
familiar to me are cushions
Son
or
of a
rubber
bitch.
chickens.
This year you got to do it.
To my mind.
Matt, I think it is the one where Whoopi Goldberg plays God.
Whoopee Cushions, final
No, there
answer.
is no God in Muppet Christmas Carol.
Final answer is incorrect.
When Kermit is saying that he wishes he hadn't been born.
Question in the world of Jim Henson.
Ooh,
that the one?
they got that wrong.
What did they say?
They said whoopee cushions.
And it was wrong.
Yeah.
6 points
Hold
still in round 2. Ken Kwapis directed what 1980
I think just that
musical
Snyder and Draco are just too hot right now. I think they're gonna win.
Running Away from Home.
It's Big Birds and Home is in the title.
Yep. Final answer. Follow that bird.
I've never heard of this, and now I need to investigate. That is
I knew the
correct.
movie, but it's him for the title.
All right.
There you go. All right, next one.
All right, and they are following the Odd Couple, but Christian, they're looking to get closer to the Odd Couple's lead with their penultimate question in the world of Jim Henson movies. Who played Long John Silver?
Oh, that's
in
easy.
Muppet
That's
Christmas?
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry.
Really?
Oh, dude, he is so good in that movie.
That's another movie I got to rewatch.
Further.
Last one.
All right, now we have arrived at your final Jim Henson question. And Christian, I don't know that PJ Campbell ever had more fun writing a category than here. Gentlemen, for 2 points, what actor falls madly in love with Miss Piggy in The Great Muppet Caper?
Charles Grodin.
Okay. Yep. There.
Charles Grodin, final answer.
And I don't know that has ever enjoyed answering these questions.
I got one.
I'm up to 13 in total.
I'm up to 6.
Hey, you tied your score from last one.
Could see us tie going into round 3.
Sorry,
We will find out.
I'm on 6-2.
My last one was 10.
The challenger.
Was it Star Wars?
Roxy will not have an opportunity.
Star Wars, because of the multiple, because of the speed round, I had more in Star Wars. I had 10.
There's a field
Last one,
table.
and then where is it?
25.
I think I threw it away. I don't know where my Star Wars one is.
Yeah, I was
But
wrong about the Whoopi Goldberg.
my other one was 10.
The multiple choice, and then we'll tell you what.
Okay.
But I did much better
Seconds to answer
in the second round in the last one. The second round, out of 8 questions, I got 3, whereas this one, out of 12 questions, I got 1.
Keep in mind, though, that this match has more questions than the previous one.
Exactly.
On what kind of fact?
And even if it was just a 3-rounder, it has more questions because of the second round.
Oh, you know what? It might be whoopee cushion.
The paddle ball.
No, they answered whoopee cushions.
And
they got it wrong.
Rubber chicken, like you said.
I want to say rubber.
Oh yeah, okay. No, I was right the first time.
Because I remember that part in the movie. That's when he was being chased by the Who's. Right?
Yeah.
For 1 point and a steal.
And they tied it up.
My favorite part of that whole chase when he's all painted green and he sort of stands inside a Christmas tree to kind of blend in with the environment.
What, guys? Is this to be close and be fun? This is.
It has been fun, but
26. All right, round number 3, Mark. The betting round begins.
Now the betting round's gonna change this up.
That's gonna make or break them.
Yep.
Or the team that is tied for the lead gets to spin that wheel one more time. Once we settle on a category, that's when wagers are going to be placed by each team. Teams may talk in code with their manager, however they
Depends
like.
on what category it is.
Points they're willing to bet based on their confidence in that category. So before we ask the question, we need a
As
wager.
long as it's a category that Shazam is good in, I'm fine with
If
it.
you get the question correct, you gain that many points.
I mean, I'll be happy either way, whoever wins.
Points.
But I think I am rooting Odd Couple more this time.
Their answer selection, which
Okay, so it's 50 versus Saul.
a category. Before we get into the questioning, one team will stay in the stream, one team will leave. So, Christian, without further ado, it's technically going to be the spin of Shazam that is determining the betting.
Mazash.
All right, so the wheel will come up here. And
Try not to
we,
mess up the spin, Shazam.
Yeah. We'll be really careful with the wheel, Roxy.
The nice thing is there's no spinners or opponents, so it's not like.
And no tags to break.
the spin is up. There we go.
You got it, though. I'm glad.
All right.
Good stuff, Roxy. Thank you.
Wheel, not the eggs.
And Shazam will have an opportunity to choose their points.
If I was playing in the digital age, I'd be like, I'm spinning it by the pegs.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm thinking, honestly.
Hold on a second. We're going to drop out the Odd Couple.
Right. We're in code. It's fine.
All right, so guys, you guys are going to have 30 seconds to decide your point value.
I'm thinking Roxy or Mark. Honestly,
I'm definitely Roxy or Mark.
They did it with.
My only concern with Roxy is that
They probably have Roxy, Mark, and Jeff.
Yeah, I wonder what their 0 is.
I think we do Mark.
Do you want to do Mark? Well, can we repeat the? Can we hear something to talk a little longer? Or
Yeah,
no?
you have more time.
We have more time. Oh, sorry.
No.
Here's my only thing is. Do we think they are going to bet Mark?
I think
no
there's
way,
a
right?
decent, there's a chance.
I think Mark is 3.
I don't want to lose ground to that.
2.
You want to go for it? How do you feel?
I think we bet on ourselves.
Okay, Mark.
Let's do it.
I trust you. Bet on yourself.
All right. Okay, so you guys are going to drop you guys
I'm
out.
guessing Roxy is 3, Mark is 2, and Jeff is 1.
Roxy in.
Maybe.
And the Odd Couple, Roxy, you have 30 seconds starting now.
Roxy was clearly 2 points. Mark was clearly 3. So they are going with 3 points, it seems like, on this one. What do you guys want to do?
I think green at best.
Agreed.
What category was it?
Jim Henson.
Between green and yellow, how are you feeling?
No, isn't it something else?
Closer to yellow.
No, they
but
landed on Jim Henson.
Draco knows green. So, like,
5 seconds.
What? They just had like 2 minutes.
I gave them 5. I gave them 5 extra seconds. You have 5 seconds.
Then moving 5 extra seconds.
Draco, this is a little bit on you.
Let's yellow. Let's go yellow.
Okay, let's go yellow. I like
Yellow,
it.
Jeff?
Yep.
Sure.
All right.
Yellow.
All right. So here's what we're going to do now. So now we're
Yellow is 2, I think.
remove.
And 1 might be, and green might be 1.
Yeah, that's what I think.
All right. So.
All right.
Or green is 0
to the answer
and yellow is 1.
Yeah, that's another possibility.
You will remove the Odd Couple.
Mm-hmm. Points in the chat, right?
Points in the chat. Roxy,
Do you want to do it?
on the count of 3, Roxy, you're going to put in the points. At the count of 3, Coy, you're going to put in the points.
I think Bitch is going to do it.
Either way.
Bibbs, you got it?
Here we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
And 3, 2, 1. All right, here it is. You'll find a race of
I
aliens
love his
called
tiger.
in what Jim Henson film?
The Dark Crystal.
Oh, yeah.
Final answer.
All right.
Never seen it.
Yeah. Gonna bring back the.
Who just said
pretty
never?
easy question, though.
I did.
I thought so. I thought.
Me neither.
Question.
For a second, I thought that they said it on their screen, and I was like, "Who's?"
Being called Gelflings in what Jim Henson film?
The Dark Crystal. Final answer.
I think they bet one because now they're
Now
disappointed.
we're gonna bring back the champions.
I think they're disappointed because they could have bet 3.
Back.
Yeah.
So
I think they bet 2,
we
and I
will
think
start with
Shazam bet 3.
How many points did you wager?
We wagered 3.
We wagered 3 points.
And Draco and Snyder, how many did you wager?
One.
Exactly as I said.
This is being called Gelflings in what film? Both teams answered Dark Crystal.
29-27.
And with that, the Odd Couple gains 1, and Shazam gains 3. So Shazam now goes up by 2 points. 2 points. It is now 29-27 as we get
That probably messed things up for the Odd Couple there.
Oh, Mark, how does it go?
It's only 2 points.
But it's only 2
There's still
points.
2 more
Yeah.
rounds.
And so
There's still 2 more rounds.
4, the questions are going to come.
There's
back.
always indicators, though. Like you got to look at the indicators.
Each team has
And
a second.
but we'll know more post match.
Those speed questions because there's
I guess I try to look at it strategically. If I was there, what would my thoughts be? And what would I need to happen strategically?
So the teams will have to select which member is going to answer the A set of questions, 5 in
It all
total.
depends on whether or not we're going to let this
which is
this
also
question going to
where
affect the
you'll have
forward.
30 seconds each.
So I have 7 points so
If
far.
you miss a question, you lose a point.
I'm either 6 or 7, depending on whether or not I want to count the last question.
You're not sure of the answer. You don't want to wait.
That said it before I could think about
They
it.
simply say pass.
I mean, if you know it, then I would count
We
it.
will repeat any questions that you did say pass,
Okay.
provided there is still time.
If you were gonna get it,
All right, Roxy, before
I mean, I didn't. Matt said it before I fully read the question. So I would have gotten it if I read the question. I'm on 7.
That is nothing. Don't do anything that you don't feel comfortable with. Only answer the questions that you absolutely know. If you don't know the question, then make sure that you end up skipping it. You will come back to it. Remember, 6 seconds per question. This is still our game to win. I hope you guys are feeling it right now. How are you feeling?
Good. Feeling good.
Good. Okay, take your time if you need to. Otherwise, answer usually it's your first gut that stops it.
Christian, Shazam, they are currently holding the belts. They also have a 2-point lead, which is more important to them as of this moment. So it is going to be Shazam and their manager, Coy Jander, determining whether they would like to go first in the speed round or defer to their opponents. Also going to need to know which competitor is going to answer the A set and which competitor is going to answer the B set.
60 seconds.
Bibbs, can we go with what we did last time?
Yeah, let's just do exactly what we did last time.
We went first,
go first, and I'll take A.
I took A last time.
You did take A last time. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's fine.
Brendan A, Bibbs B. I agree going first. I want to go with the momentum. We're 2 points ahead. It feels very good. And betting on ourselves.
So what's next? Sheridan Smith or Inner Geekdom?
If that's the case, we're going
It's
out
Inner Geekdom,
both
then Sheridan
Coy
Smith, and then title.
and Bibbs.
Okay.
All right, we have Brendan in to answer the first series of A questions, and you're the first competitor in the speed round. Congratulations on that. So, Brendan,
I'm a bit nervous.
once again, I'm going to ask you 5 questions in total. You have 30 seconds to answer them. Each one's worth a point. If you do miss it, you lose a point. You can also just say pass. I'll come back to any questions you said pass to. You can say pass again. You never have to answer any of the questions if you're not sure of the answer. Don't want to risk losing that point. Keep in mind, I'm not going to tell you whether you're correct or incorrect. I'm simply going to move on to the next question until all of the competitors have had a chance to enter the lightning round.
You got it.
I'm going to ask you a practice question right now just to make sure that you can hear me okay. We're on the same page. Brendan, what country is just south of you?
That would be the United States.
United States.
That is
Point.
And Brendan, your time is not going to start until I have completed asking.
I bet he thought they were going to ask what country do you live in, and he almost said Canada.
Yeah, I thought so too, but he only
And
asked him that
speed round
question once, I think.
Begins
The joke.
now. Which male actor was Oscar nominated for the film Les Miserables?
Eddie Redmayne?
Jackman?
Hugh Jackman.
Which actress plays the elf Toriel in the Hobbit films?
Ooh, don't know.
Eventually, Millie.
The Night at the Museum.
Paul Levy.
Sean Levy.
Sean Levy.
What year saw the release
Yeah,
of the
Sean Levy.
Imitation Game and Neighbors?
2015.
14.
2014.
Which 2015 film covers the financial housing crisis of 2007 and 8?
Big Hurt.
Big Short?
Big Short, yeah.
The Big Short.
Time
Did I
right
get
now.
it in?
No,
Time ran out?
time ran out on that one.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, only missed the Sean Levy question. Or was it because...
Speed round. Once again, if you get a question correct, you gain a point. But if you do miss it, you lose a point. So you can just use the option pass. And I'll go back to any of those questions. Should we have time remaining to repeat any queries? You can say pass again. You never have to answer any question if you're not sure of the answer and don't want to risk a point. Just to make sure you know, I'm not going to say whether the question is correct or incorrect upon your answer. I'm just going to move on to the next question. And just to make sure our internet is connected smoothly, I'm going to ask you a question. William, what kind of soap will you make me?
Be a baby carrot soap.
Wait, that is a legit business they have?
Dry out some carrots, use it as exfoliants.
I'm sure it's his girlfriend or spouse.
With a carrot. Now, William, I'm going to begin your speed round momentarily. Keep in mind, that 30-second time...
Probably going to be Ellis's Christmas gift.
I completed that. And your speed round begins now. Which actor is in the films The Counselor, Song to Song, and Assassin's Creed?
Michael Fassbender?
Michael Fassbender.
Which actress voices Tigress in the Kung Fu Panda franchise?
Angelina Jolie. No. Yeah, Angelina Jolie.
Who directed the film Hunger and Shame?
I don't know.
Steve McQueen.
In what year was Denis Villeneuve's Prisoners released?
2008.
Tells the story of Brian Wilson in the 1960s and 1980s.
Love and Mercy.
In what year was Denis Villeneuve's Prisoners released?
Just pass.
2010.
Okay.
Okay, I'm saying 2010.
All right. So we are going to remove Shazam, put them in a separate room. Court, make sure that your hands are up. Roxy, hands are up on this one as we bring in the odd couple, please. All right. Snyder, you're going to be going first?
Yeah.
All right. We're moving on from Jaco.
So I have
All right, Mark, you got Jeff Snyder.
9.
All right, Jeff, your speed round is about to commence. I'll remind you again, each question is worth 1 point. If you get it right, you gain the point. If you miss it, you do lose the point. So you can also simply say pass.
I got 13 and a half.
Wise you, I will come back to any questions. You said pass to initially. Should we have time left in your 30-second window? I'm not going to say whether you got a question correct or incorrect. I'm simply going to move on to the next question until all competitors have gone in their respective speed rounds. All that makes sense, okay?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to ask you a practice question. Make sure our connection works.
And make sure you see the clock, Jeff, on the top corner near me.
I mean, I can't.
Yeah, you'll see it after the question.
Okay. Jeff, practice question is thus. Who is the second greatest quarterback in New England Patriots history?
Tom Brady.
Can you see the clock?
Yeah.
Okay. Second. So I guess the clock goes number 1. Jeff, your speed round is not going to start.
He says Cam Newton's the best.
Number 1. Once I get that question mark, that's when your 30-second timer
Such a
begins.
Boston fan.
And your speed round commences
That's the new guy,
now.
right?
Yeah.
Which male actor was Oscar nominated for the film Les Miserables?
Pass.
Which actress plays the elf Tauriel in the Hobbit films?
Pass.
Who directed The Night at the Museum?
Sean Levy.
What year saw the release of The Imitation Game and Neighbors?
Pass.
Which 2015 film covers
He
the
should have gone second.
That's the game
of 2007 and 8?
Yep.
Is he going to answer?
Time.
What? Like, what the?
All right. Now remove.
Bad language. All right, Mark Andrejko.
He should have gone second. I knew when he went first, I was like, he's not going to get that Hobbit question.
Okay, so I'm going to refresh the rules real quick. You're going to hear 5 questions. Each question's worth
Oh,
1.
the Night in the Museum question.
Right, you gain the point. If you
Yeah.
miss, you lose the point.
Okay, so
We say pass.
That's the game.
I'll move on to the next question.
Yeah.
If
You
there's
guys
still
are-
time
I
remaining,
think Shazam wins by TKO.
I don't think I
we'll
should
go
bring that
back
up
to
on
any
Tuesday.
questions that you initially said pass to. But again, you're under pressure to answer a question you're not sure about at any time in the speed round.
is that
All
what he's going to be on?
Yeah,
Tuesday?
we're interviewing him on
Okay,
Tuesday.
I'm not going to tell you whether you got a question correct or incorrect. Simply
So
gonna
until then,
to the next query. And I'm going to ask you a practice question just to make sure that our
I
connection.
mean, if they somehow pull it out of their ass.
I love a dog of yours.
they can.
If Andrejko gets all 5 of these correct,
You see the timer, Mark?
Yeah.
All right, we got the timer up on the screen.
And Shazam gets a hard 5.
Mark, your timing is not going to start until I've completed asking question number 1. Okay. And your speed round commences now. Which actor is in the films The Counselor, Song to Song, and Assassin's Creed?
Michael Fassbender.
Which actress voices Tigress in the Kung Fu Panda franchise?
Angelina Jolie.
Who directed the films Hunger and Shame?
Steve McQueen.
In what year was Denis Villeneuve's Prisoners released?
Pass.
Which biopic tells the story of Brian Wilson in the 1960s and 80s?
No, got it.
In what year was Denis Villeneuve's Prisoners?
Said pass.
All right, folks. Well, that is not quite the end of the speed round. After conferring with Christian
Yeah, but Dan says I don't got it.
in today's match, there was an issue that we can confirm with Jeff Snyder being able to hear one of the questions in his speed round. That was question number 2. So the fairest way to do this is to bring Jeff back in for a 6-second one question addition to his speed round. Question number 2 in his original A set is going to be replaced with a question of similar value in a similar genre.
Wait, he didn't hear question number 2 apparently.
Didn't hear the Hobbit question.
For the communication on the internet, that's the digital age, and we're all getting through it. So I'm not going to ask
6 seconds.
Seconds to answer.
Wait for the digital age to be over.
Think about it. You gain a point if you get it right. You do miss a point if you lose it. So be aware. And if you can hear me okay, then we're going to get going with that question. Your 6 seconds is not going to kick off until I've completed asking the question. Are you ready to go, Jeff?
Yes.
All right, here we go. In what Steven Spielberg sci-fi film does Robin Williams have a cameo as the voice of a character named Dr. No?
What?
AI.
Okay, Jeff has
good one, Ben.
Question, and so that's time looking for artificial intelligence, AI.
Originally, Stanley.
All right, folks, and we are back, and after tabulating,
I remember that.
In the lightning speed round, it is 37. The total points for Shazam, 31.
Don't give up, Snyder.
6-point lead.
Snyder's giving up.
Don't listen to her. Give up.
Into round number 5.
Roxy's going to kick his ass in gear, though. She always does.
We need some help.
She's going to give him the speech of her lifetime.
It's going to give us a series of numbers. We need 3 integers from each squad.
So
these do roll correspond to the category of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how. Your numbers can be anywhere between 1 to 20. You must be within that range. You may not pick the same.
37, 31, yeah.
And this is the team format, so it's going to work a little differently from there. We're going to give you what your 2-point question category is. From there, the team will confer amongst themselves and decide which team member is going to field that question solo. You may not rely on your teammates' wisdom.
Just in case anyone was wondering, Prisoners was released in 2013.
They only confer for that.
For those of you keeping score.
Final question in round number 5. So Shazam.
So I've got 13
Treat
questions.
yourself. I'm going to put Lifton.
You have the luxury of giving us your 3 lucky numbers first, from 1 to 20. What feels fortunate?
Brendan, they're your numbers.
1, 9, and 4.
9
Sorry,
and 4. Roxy, not a fan.
You've heard him before, Roxy. You know.
I hate it every time.
There's no victory here in the sexy numbers.
1, 9, and 4, and let's hear
That's
those.
one reason I don't want to go against Roxy. She's always going to shit on your numbers, no matter what you pick.
And the reason why she does it is that people got to her, like, people were commenting, like, oh, it's so dumb that she does that. And she's like, I'm a double down then. She wouldn't have done it this whole season if people weren't being such a bitch about it in the comments.
All right,
Hey, you try to bitch on Roxy, she doubles down. Don't mess with the rocks. Do not mess with the rocks.
Yeah, it's the Boston in her. Like,
all of those numbers.
The fans should know.
Numbers, so we'll be getting after the match.
All right.
And if you don't like it, go away.
Speak to Shazam first for 60 seconds, starting now.
Hey, Coy.
All right, gentlemen.
Hey, Coy.
I know today has been a hard-fought victory to this point, and I know it's going to be a hard-fought victory to the end of this. I want to our heads in the game. Like Brendan has been this whole season, knowing he can bounce back. And
What did you say?
I said 50 is our stand up to anything. Let us go.
Happy to fill that role.
How are we feeling?
I feel pretty good.
There's a lot of game left, so we'll see.
They're the odd couple. They'll probably end up taking us all the way.
See, that's why I said I want to be on the same team as Coy.
Yeah, we're going to play our hearts out.
Whether or not Bibbs is going to be there or not.
Correct.
I joined the Schmoedown in 5 years.
Bibbs is not going nowhere. Confidence.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Bibbs finally has the manager that he needs.
Yeah.
So for next year, Corey's going to have Bibbs, Brandon, and Smith.
Playing this game long enough to know that 6 points will win or lose the game.
They can see that
6 points does not mean that you guys have lost this game.
Okay.
You are 1,000% in this. Here's what we
I don't
can't
see him picking anybody else. He might have to draw Perry on you, unfortunately.
And our 5. That is all we can do right now. Jeff, you are 100% in this. The only reason
Although I can see, even though she didn't play this year,
we have more heart. We have more
I was going to say, even though she didn't play this year, he kept her on the roster, and I think she's going to be better next year. I think he might keep Mara.
In 2 years of playing together.
Honestly, I think the move to Arkansas was good for her.
Come on, guys.
So
This is where it really.
I don't think Mara has shown any interest that she doesn't want to compete. So I think next year she's definitely going to come back.
I'm just
hopefully with her help.
All right. Next time, we're going to Shazam is in, and we will have Odd Couple will meet to try to avoid the TKO. Guys, you chose category 11 for your first one. Dance movies for your 2-pointer.
Yeah.
That's going to be Andreyko.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll take it.
All right. Here you go, Mark, for 2 points. Natalie Portman plays a ballet dancer. Come on. In what 2000?
Come on. Black Swan.
Black Swan. Final answer.
For 2
Even
points.
Snyder could have answered that.
All right.
And Andreyko sounds so dejected right now.
We see ourselves with a score of
That was Snyder.
37.
Andreyko is pulling a Snyder right now.
Yeah. For category 10, you chose.
They're both leaned back like this, too.
80s movies.
In the same direction.
Ooh, it should have been the other way around because he would have gotten Black Swan.
Yeah.
And Draco
Who
is
played
better at 80s.
Chris Taylor in Oliver Stone's Platoon?
Is that Willem Dafoe?
Charlie Sheen?
For 3 points. All right. Jeff
That
Snyder
was literally my second guess.
has made it
Here we go. This is what
37,
it's down to.
36. So the 5-pointer now, they can confer. And here is.
Now is Shazam going to do a Ben Bateman against Dan Murrell when he was down by 6?
Back to Shazam, who have to answer some questions. However, if you miss, then Shazam will
That's
have
the only way.
titles with a TKO.
Yep.
Gentlemen,
That
are you
and
ready?
Odd Couple only gets one of their first 2 questions and misses the
Here
third.
it is.
5.
Jude Law plays Asia Butterfield's father. in this 2000
Ender's Game, yeah.
I thought it was 2013.
Wait, no, that's
Wait.
wrong. Yeah, Ender's Game is 2013. Yeah, you're correct.
Wait, so
yeah, no,
It's not Ender's Game, right? Not Ender's
No.
Game?
Ender's Game.
No.
Ender's Game was in 2011.
Yeah, it's Hugo.
And 5.
Hugo, final
Wait,
answer.
2011. What movie?
That's correct. 5 points.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what did they say?
It's Hugo.
Hugo.
Okay.
Is in a position now that they need to hit some points here. They need a 2-pointer, and they can still win it with their 3. All right. So Mark, they chose
Shazam's in a better position right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
number 1.
That's right, Christian. They did choose category number 1.
I think they could break the points record.
Number, however,
They
it
get
is
all their points
the
correct.
frequently sexy world of
No, if they
crime.
hit these next two questions, game over.
Crime.
If they miss the 2 and then they get the 3 and the 5, they could break the.
That is true.
All right, so it is going to be Brendan Meyer, the kid. 2 points
But it's very tough to do.
in the category of crime. In what 2013 crime film does a character refer to a microwave as a science oven?
I don't know.
Come on, kid. You got this.
4,
Repeat the
3.
question.
First one.
That's their first repeat.
Yep.
World of crime. 2013 crime.
And Draco used one in round 1.
To a microwave as a science oven.
And I don't know where Odd Couple used their second one.
I'm playing.
5, 4.
Who's he talking to?
So someone probably opened the door.
I'm so sorry. I don't have it. Oh, I know I've heard it somewhere.
All right, that's time.
Ooh, that's exactly what Ben missed his number 2 against Dan.
All right, so we see ourselves here. It is now at the moment, it is 41-37. So
Come on.
the Shazam is going to have to hit their 3.
Come on, Bibbs.
Their 5, or really they just need their 5 here to win. But Bibbs will get the 3-pointer as we get to the next question mark.
This could add your stats, Christian, regardless of whether it impacts the game. William,
Does anybody else find it funny when he says, "What's the next question, Mark"?
and that's going to come on to a guy I see every time I look in the mirror. Brad Pitt.
Nice.
Brad Pitt movies. And your question for 3 points, and this would pull your team within 1 of the lead. Okay. Hey, William.
50.
Co-starred alongside Jessica Chastain and Sean Penn in what film?
The Tree of Life.
Christian, it's a 1-point ball game with 1 question remaining.
Nice.
The Tree of Life.
Sorry,
I
bud.
said the Tree of Life.
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
So here's where we are. If Shazam hits it, we retain the title. However,
Jeff is covering his face.
then beyond
What is Jeff going to do if they win?
He's going to kick himself.
Here we go.
So hard.
Christian, it all comes down to this. And then we have a couple more matches in this spectacular. Gentlemen, for 5 points in the win, to keep those shiny belts, the question in the world of Tom Cruise for 5 points.
I'm excited for Jeff's reaction if they miss this
2
question.
nicknames given to Sergeant Rita Britaski after her victory over the Mimics in Edge.
Oh, that's a great question.
Do you know, Bips?
I don't actually know this off the top of my head.
No.
Oh,
One of the 2 nicknames given to Rita. No, I'm trying to think. Is it something about her being a warrior?
It's like on a poster.
Yeah, I don't.
And 5.
Warrior or leader, or is it something ahead of time?
3.
Repeat the question.
so I tied my last game at 10.
I beat it by 1.
I can't wait for y'all. I got to ask the question.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm on 14.
Of the 2 nicknames given to Sergeant
Which is
Rita
better than I did last time.
after her victory over the Mimics in Edge of Tomorrow.
Because she's like unkillable. That's the thing. She's like unstoppable. I feel like that has more to do with her like knowing things. I mean,
I'm sorry, Bibbs. I've seen it, but it's been a couple of years.
You don't have to apologize.
4.
Okay.
3.
Okay.
We have one more, right?
Repeat the question.
Last one.
All right.
Something.
Cruise, name one of the 2 nicknames given to
Yeah, you
Sergeant
gotta guess.
Britaski after her victory over the Mimics in Edge of Tomorrow.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with like a tough warrior name.
Well, can we?
Yeah.
I think it's a big. It's like the chosen one, or the all-knowing one, or the. I don't know. But it's just. It's a. I don't know.
4.
Okay. We're gonna say the prophet. Final answer.
Oh my God.
Winners! And
Oh my God.
Congrats, guys.
Jeff is going to stay underneath that.
I don't even think he's aware that he won.
No, I think he's breathing now.
Roxy's so pissed at them, though, for giving up. You can see it in her face. She's pissed at him, even though they did win.
It was an ugly win. It was an ugly win.
Wow.
Yeah. And Draco.
And
is Snyder crying?
Is Snyder crying?
We bring in Jen
Is he crying of happiness or of sadness?
Happiness. He thought it was over.
Has tears in his
Yeah, but he did. He's got to be mad at himself for
Marcus is confused.
We now go to.
Yeah, we all got to be quiet.
What just happened?
Draco. I loved watching the reactions on both your faces at the end of this match. Walk me through what you were going through, or they were sitting there trying to figure out that 5-pointer.
Well, that 5-pointer is a rough 5-pointer. That's a tough 5-pointer. All I've got to say is Shazam is an exemplary team, and losing to them would have been an absolute privilege. And there was lots of stuff, lots of history here, and I can only say to them that you know they were great. This is This is shocking. These sort of flip-flops, things like this happening never happen. We knew our 2, 3, and 5. I feel we earned this, but at the same time, it's like, they are such good players and such worthy adversaries. I hope they don't beat themselves up too much over this, because that question, that Brendan's question, American Hustle, was a toughie for a 2-pointer, and their 5-pointer was really rough. And we've been the winners and losers because of tough 5-pointers and that. I just really can't stress enough, other than thanking Roxy and Jeff for being family at this point, and Christian and Mark for putting up with all our lunacy and all our passion and all our frustration and all.
They have to stay. They have to stay together next year.
They're champs. They have to.
I am completely humbled and completely in awe, and I'm happy to have finally got a win in regulation against Bibbs. But what I'm most happy about is Roxy has always been our biggest supporter, and Jeff, I'm glad I could be a part of this to help give this to you. That's the thing I'm most proud about. You're a 3-time guy. Thank you for the privilege of letting me play with you. And wow.
Making me cry, man.
I see you trying to calm yourself down, hold back tears with all of the criticism that you've received and all of the what ifs. Does Roxy have what it takes to be manager of the year? I have to say, watching you navigate and keep their heads in this game was some of the finest managerial work I've ever seen. How did you do this? Because look, I watched them beat themselves up starting in round 1. You were playing from behind in your heads. Roxy, how did you do this?
Jen, I don't think that we won this game how we wanted to win this game. I don't know that anybody ever wins how they wanted to, but we did. But we did win, and here we are. And I'm with 2 of the best players to ever play this game. And I think that, and what I hope is that I built enough trust with these guys that when I told them they were still in it, at least 1% of them believed me. They believed me enough to try. They believed me enough to hit their 2, their 3, and their 5. And they believed me enough to not get up and walk out of the room. And in a different era, I know that there was a time in which both Jeff and Mark would have left the room during this game. So I'm just so proud of them for staying in it. I am so impressed by Shazam. I thought that they were going to give us a run for our money, but I didn't know to what extent. And on forever, like I will never. I don't know that I'm capable of loving any team that I love them. I mean, I just love these guys so much. Even when they're in my butt, I love them. Even when no matter what, I love them. I'm so proud of you guys.
She's like, even when I'm pissed at them, I love them.
The Odd Couple. You are obviously one of the
the true loving mom she is
in this league. How are you feeling right now with all of this? You're speechless, which is not like Jeff Snyder.
I'm feeling relieved. I'm feeling humbled. I'm feeling grateful to both Mark and Roxy. I felt terrible after that 4th round because I was I played with fear. I didn't want to get questions wrong, and so I passed on things that I probably knew, but and so when we ended up deciding that I was going to get another question, and we're going to be down 6, and I was like, I just want to keep it to 5. But I knew that if I got that Robin Williams AI thing wrong, like we wouldn't have just won by a point, So that really is the difference. And Roxy, she thought I was out of it. She said I'd sort of broken her heart a little because she felt like my head wasn't in the game. My head's always in the game. Like, I just didn't know the Robin Williams thing 100%. And we had agreed that if you don't know it 100%, we weren't going to guess. So, again, those 3rd round questions that Brendan and Bibbs got were super hard. They played lights out today. They outplayed us today. But in this game, it takes more than talent to win. It takes luck to be.
Not a Jeff Snyder match without some kind of t-shirt gimmick. I'm assuming you're going to sell this at a yard sale.
Well, he did took some part of his shirt off.
My body. I don't even know if I'm going to take it off. I may never shower again after this win. Again.
What about the soap that you're going to get from Bibbs, though? We got to use it somehow.
We'll see if the soap is still on the line. But, Jeff, I have to ask you, you've gone on quite a revenge tour this year. I mean, between singles and
great this year.
how do you feel like your chances are for
You thinking
being player of the year?
say
And will
player
this make Roxy manager of the year, honestly?
Well, I don't know about me being player of the year. I have to give it up to Adam Collins, who's really just been tremendous.
Wow, Jeff Snyder is humble.
Conversation,
Wow.
am flattered. But as
Yeah,
one
you are more.
right now,
Jeff, you're more.
Roxy Pryor is the manager of the year. Stop giving me this crap about Winston and Shannon Barney. Are you serious? Roxy.
There's the Jeff we know and love.
Mortal.
Yeah, and let me second that. Roxy, this win is Roxy's win, more than
100%.
Jeff or me, because Roxy is like the mom you don't want to disappoint, and she's
A super hot mom, though. Can we be clear?
I'm like Stacey's mom, at least, right?
But the thing about Roxy is her unending well of support and love and focus and getting out of our own way. And even if we had lost this match, I'm a firm believer that Roxy is not just the manager of the year. Roxy's probably one of the best managers, if not the best manager we've ever had, because she trained me and Jeff how to play. Jeff and I only play as well as we do because of Roxy. We might have the knowledge, but as this game has proven, especially during this digital age with all the complications that have been here, that you guys in the Schmoedown and Skybound Labs have risen to the occasion, dealing with so much BS that I can't even imagine. Roxy is just one of the most consistently wonderful people I know, and it's a privilege to even be in the same sentence with her. And once again, then I'll shut up, I promise. Hats off to Shazam for just being the white whale that deservedly has gotten all the success. And I'm sure we're going to face them again, and I'm sure that we might be playing hot potato with this belt for a couple of seasons. But I can't think of anybody that was more fun to lose to, and now like to say that we've beaten. So,
Mark, Jeff, Roxy, what a great 2020.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Wait, we got a humble Snyder.
And
That's a rarity.
The fans, I love Christian and Mark for coming up with this crazy thing that gets us all passionate, and I hope they know that our love for this is second only to their love for the game, and it's a real privilege to play with these caliber of people and be around this caliber of people. The whole organization is just become family very quickly, and that is more valuable than any belt ever. So,
also, just because I don't know that I'll get the chance to say this on any other platform, and Jen, I hope you don't mind, but to Jeff Snyder, who's saying he thinks that Adam Collins deserves this more than he does, or whatever it is for player of the year, this means that Jeff is the only player to win the belt 3 times for teams. This means that Jeff not only went all the way to the final round in the singles tournament, but then won the teams tournament and then took back the belts that were his. I don't think he's just the player of the year. I think he deserves to be on Mount Rushmore. And the fact that even when it felt like he might have been checked out, that he still heard me in his ear and thought, do not guess this, you do not know for sure, and was still thinking game, even though we know that Jeff gets down on himself. The fact that he still listened and thought game is so impressive. And Mark Andreyko, not in the conversation and not for one of the greatest players of all time. I am so lucky to have probably the only team that does not have an A player. I have 2 A players, and they are both phenomenal. So hats off to you, Shazam. You guys were incredible. Greatest of all time.
Don't let my 3-time champion overshadow what Andreyko accomplished here today, okay? Because
absolutely true. And Andreyko, welcome to the Spectacular. I hear this is your first time playing. What a
great first time. It didn't hurt as much as I thought.
Mark, children. Oh my God.
There's nothing dirty there.
Okay.
Okay, Ben Goddard, boo. He put Red Sox are down 3-0 to the Yankees. They should give up in the chat.
The former champion.
It was way up ago. I waited to listen to them.
So tough loss today, obviously, gentlemen. It was really, really heartbreaking watching you guys work through that 5-pointer, but I think it speaks to the testament of the teamwork that you guys have shown this entire season. Coy, you've still got to be proud of this squad.
Oh, absolutely. It was, like I said right before the 5th round, it was a hard fought.
No, Coy's crying. Come on. Don't make me cry.
We didn't have the 5. You can't possibly know everything. It's just not. It's not how the world works. So there is nothing in me that thinks any differently of this team. I still think they're the champions. I think this was an insane journey. I will say this was the first Schmoedown I've ever managed.
Is that Brendan breathing into the mic?
Yeah, stressful. So I'm excited as Bleak to get off of digital, because that was just. I'm tired, and I'm glad this is the last one before a break. I need a break. That was hard to deal with. So I'm excited to tag out for a while. I'm excited for us to come back regrouped. I need time away from
Here's Brendan.
I'm glad that we've got one more round for the quirky marks. We've got Kevin coming up, and then I'm tagging out for a few weeks, and we'll come back stronger next year because I'm done.
Good.
Oh, Brendan, I can hear both of you breathing heavy. Half of it's probably from pacing the entire match. I know I was getting seasick watching you guys. But you had to, I think it's insane how much of this match, honestly, rested in the hands of Jim Henson.
Yeah. Well,
who saw that coming?
I know, and it's too bad because I've seen them up at Christmas Carol, and, if I would have just said it's a different, we would have won. So that's the game.
You've probably seen it more recently than most of us have.
I have, but you know what? It's hard. It's hard. I thought Rubber Chicken, and I also thought I could have seen them doing a gag with a whoopee cushion. I thought I remembered that. Maybe that's a different Muppet movie. Maybe I'm just crazy. But 50-50 shot, took it, and that was the match.
You said my name.
But yeah, it sucks. News. I know a lot of them. I didn't know one last time, and I didn't know this one. So crime movies, probably my favorite genre, one of them. So I feel pretty good when it's cast questions or even some deeper stuff. But I heard that quote. I thought, yeah, I've heard that before, but
that was a very specific plot-based 2-point.
I remember the context now, but it's just hard, Jen, when you're up there.
At the end of the day, I put these guys in a match tomorrow, and they get it. It's just a moment.
I don't know how hard it is, and I'm glad to keep it that way.
It's kind of tough for a 2-pointer, but it's a recent movie, so it's perfectly fair game.
Oh yeah,
that's all there is to it, really.
The question was too hard. I was just saying that it's different than some of them, so I should have just thought that through, because I knew quote stuff is hard for me.
Can I say one thing though? I found it fascinating that you guys never counted out the Odd Couple this entire match, and so much so that you were like, guys, you can still win. It's almost like you were. That just shows how just good sports you guys are. You're like, no, you guys are still in this.
They seemed sad. No one wants to be sad at a Schmoedown. I mean, we're here because we love movies, and I like to think we love each other. In whatever smack talk occurs.
I love him so much.
We're all here to celebrate movies with people who are watching the show who love them too.
It's like a human.
To have and
Teddy bear.
Care Bear. It was like it's going to be a hard fought victory. It was. It was their victory, but it was really hard fought. This was a really, really solid match. It was up and down the entire way. I feel proud of this match. I wish we'd won it. Of course I wish we'd won it. But I am especially proud to finally be able to hand a belt over to Mark Andreyko. And like if he was here.
That's the first time Andreyko beat him.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. He's got it. But seriously, we've had such a history together, he and I, and he's such an amazing player.
That's also the thing. The first time Snyder beat Bibiani, I think.
Yeah, this is one of those props.
I'm guessing that Bibiani's going to give Andreyko his belt, and that Brendan's going to ship his belt from Canada to Boston.
Yeah, because Toronto to Boston is a lot closer.
Yeah.
Who I started my career with, and who we've been, friends on and off the field, and enemies exclusively on the field because he's a great guy. I'm just.
You're making him cry, Bibbs. Come on.
It's kind of like Mark said, is that it's about the family that is the Schmoedown, and I just feel like losses like this are tough, and the thing that makes it better is when you have respect and love for someone like Mark and someone like Jeff and Roxy, because we're all a part of this, and that's what makes you able to lose it and give it to them because you're also happy that they won. And as disappointing as it is when you lose, when you have a lead like that, it makes it better when you're handing it over to people that you respect as human beings, not just as players. So
I'm strictly speaking about our own career. I would have loved to have defended the title. It's something else we get to do in the future. The cool thing now is that we get to fight our way back up and actually get more points for our faction next season than perhaps we would have if we were exclusively doing matches. So
that's very true.
There's a silver lining here.
there's so much history now in this league between yourself, Bibbs, and Mark and Draco that I need to bring him back in to talk about this with you guys.
Get off mute, man.
A month in this game, and you are always the two kind of left standing. No pun intended. Always at the end of everything. It just always seems to come back to the two of you facing off against each other. What does it mean to have this passing of the torch between you guys and the amount of respect that you two have for this game?
Mark, I already waxed rhapsodic.
Oh, sorry. Well, first of all, Bibbs, thank you for that. Yeah, this is the end of 2020 is a lot of catharsis, a lot of, and once again, Bibbs and I started our careers together. This has become a huge part of both our lives. As he said, our nemesis attitude is only on the field. I love talking movies with him. I love his passion for the game. I love his crazy need to do variety show stuff at the beginning of every match. And this end of this game is why I love the Schmoedown so much, because Brendan and Bibbs are good friends and so classy, and losing is never fun. But I don't know. I'm just so moved right now by.
Mark, I really wish I could hug you right now, pal. I'm going to do one of these. There we go. Okay.
It wouldn't be a match with Viviani without all the bits. You know what I mean? There's always a bit.
Let me hug my friend.
What did I miss?
I don't get to see him anymore. It's 2020.
And Draco was crying, so Bibbs said,
And Draco got choked up and started to cry more. And Bibbs gave a virtual hug.
I really do love this team, and I know we're really good.
Do not forget to mail that soap, Bibbs. It sounds like they are very, very excited.
Oh, I will. Mark,
at least the belt's going to smell nice.
Oh.
Can I get some soap?
I know you're overwhelmed by everything that's taken place this season, but I can't let you go without asking you, obviously, with the off season coming up, there's going to be a lot of moving and shaking going on. And what are the odds that these two get to stay together? Hopefully, will we see more of Shazam?
These guys are champions. I want them to be the most defended champions of all time. I want them to have the best record of all time. They're close to it. These guys are like no one else. There is no one I support more in any sport. They're the concept.
Koya almost having a mullet there.
I think so. But you know what? If anybody can pull it off, it's cool.
And again, next year, I cannot wait to learn from this. Win or learn is how we play. I can't wait to go in recharged. I may be down now, but I'm not out. I'm just down. So I want to enjoy this game again with them. I want to play like the champions we are. I want to know how incredible they are from the minute we start to the minute we end. I know how incredible. Like right now, at a loss, I know how proud I am of them. I cannot wait to feel that with a belt in hand again. It's the same feeling, just a little shinier.
Well,
so
we're proud of you, Koi.
Koi, we love you. We couldn't have had our successes this season without you, Koi. And before we all have to go, I just want to say to everyone at home, happy holidays. We hope you're enjoying the show.
Thanks, Bibbs.
Growl, growl.
Thanks, Bibbs. Growl, growl.
Tough loss today, guys, but a fantastic match, all things considered. All right,
thanks,
back to the desk.
All right, Mark. So obviously, look, what I will say about Shazam is what a classy post interview that was. They played like champions. They went out like champions. And William Bibiani, who is obviously one of the greats of the game, and the kid who's making a run as one of those greats as well. But Bibiani just, you see the kindness in his heart when he's talking about his. You can't even call him a nemesis, but you can say like this battle, the respect that they've had for each other, Mark and Draco and him, and what they've been doing, and like the kindness that Bibiani shows when he's handing over the belt. It was a nice moment. It was a sweet moment. It was a crazy match. It was a match that did show how intense and how much love and passion goes into the game, but it also shows you, Mark, that anything can happen in the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
It's the essence of this sport that we so love, Christian, where you just have the most intense competition maybe of your entire career, and then immediately after you're able to shake hands and to at least digitally exchange a hug and some nice words amongst teams that may be bitter rivals, but as far as the competitors themselves, they all know that they serve the greater good of entertaining a planet. And maybe this is getting beamed to Mars. I don't really know. I'm not controlling what our technological capabilities are. But Christian, you got one team and you got another team, and they were on the same wavelength the entire time. Now, yes, there were ups and downs. It was a roller coaster ride of a 5-round championship match, but one team was like the Angel of Verdun, and the other team was like a Full Metal B word. By the way, those were the two possible answers to that 5-point question. A tough one about Edge of Tomorrow. And we're at the edge of the next match, Christian.
That's right, Mark. There is still a few more matches left here. 3 to be exact. Coming up next, it is the Inner Geekdom Championship.
Swag, drip, drip.
Get ready. Chandru the Chosen.
Down with Chandru.
Inner Geekdom. His belt on the line against the Inner Geekdom tournament winner, Corruption Zone, Chance the Cobra Ellison. It's coming up in just a bit.
By the way, in case you were wondering, one of the possible answers to the previous question was the Angel of Verdun. Or Verdun. Something like that. Oh, guess who's back?
We're here. We just have one more thing that we need to get. And you know what? As soon as we get that one piece, then it can all be blown open. And then all of you guys will know who's involved in the Schmoedown. So, gotta go.
Is he in the Skybound offices?
He could just be somewhere around LA.
Yeah,
They probably gave him
There was
instructions.
a Skybound sign behind him.
Then maybe.
We're not alone. But this time. This is it. This is it. This is our information. This is everything we need, guys. Just stay with me.
I wonder what his instructions were.
I don't know how long I'm going to be around.
Why don't you ask your master?